Didn't turn my mic off. Well, good evening, everybody. How are you keeping? I don't know, it just passed me something. Oh, I don't know. I just see who we've got in this evening. So, hide Easter eggs all over. Good evening, Paul. We've got Mavinator in. Somebody sent me Grace the stupids. I've always got the stupids. Basically, I was going around like I was a sea and flipper and that because his shoes are like flippers on me, so I was like I'm a deep sea diver. Lyndon. We've also got who in? Nora, hi darling. Digger, nice to see you, buddy. Brian, very good evening. Just going through to see who we've got in. Oh, Rob, you shouldn't be such a grumpy git then. I didn't say anything. Who we also got? Hillcrest Hawk. Richard, hi darling. Hope you're keeping well. But yeah, I'm still working, having to mute the stream and stop watching for some time, getting annoyed with me. No worries, Mavs. Mav's going to be in and out. Alan Reynolds, very good evening. Have you got your speckled hen with you this evening, darling? And Pete Delft Junction, very good evening, sweetheart. And we've got Flymo. Paul, I have just said hello to you. I'm questioning myself there. Who else? Martin Shipman. Very good evening. Evening, Will Tapers and Shunters. Irish 66. Craig, no idea what you said there, buddy. And Chris, Valleys 56. Very good evening to you. Yes, we have action and sound. Yes, I actually remembered this time. Easter eggs. I know I want Easter eggs now. Good evening, Grace and Robin, everyone. That's Trevorville. Very good evening to you, darling. John W. Very good evening to you as well. Oh, I had a freezer. So just check I haven't missed anything. So no, good grief. I thought there was someone sitting on that chair behind you, Grace. Oh dear. Although I could actually, now I'm sat here, I could put my lights on. I could always do that one. Because you can actually see it. I've also got the lights. Camera, action. Planning on finishing that Rubik's Cube. No, this was actually one that was at work one day, and I started fiddling it with. They had a couple, they must have been given at an event, and I started fiddling with it. And it's not a normal one, so it's pictures as well. So not only have you got to get the color matching, but you've got to get them all facing the right way. I thought I was there until they're all in. Yeah, it's a progress. When I'm bored, I pick it up and play with it. And we have Craig, New Durham Junction. Very good evening, Mr. Grimm. Lynn Trees, be right back. You don't want to know what he said, Grace. Ah, right, fair enough. Is he being rude? I worked all through Easter and didn't even get a single Malteser. Oh, Mav. Oh. So before we get on to anything this evening, the one thing I do want to check is what people want to see tonight. The reason being is we may or may not have someone joining us tonight. Although, sorry, what's what people want? So we've got a couple of things that I can do. I do have another Metcalf. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I have another Metcalf I can get on with. The rocks we've mainly painted. We do have painting people, not that Rob likes me doing them. We got our Betty Nora Betty, whatever the name is. Nora Batty, wherever she's gone actually. We've got her and we've got other little bits. So please let me know, guys, what I can get set up with, because it means I can get it set up and fiddling around with that while we have our guest in. So do let me know, guys, which I should get on with. Oh my Grace has killed Rob and made a clothes dryer replacement in a red top and PJ bottoms. I'm with you now. Is Rob is going to prank Grace. Hermitage Road, Pete, very good evening, darling. Bless you. I saw a comment there as well. It's Dan. Did I see hi, Dan? Oh, yes. It was Dan that said that. Hi, Dan. You all right, buddy? Irish Craig, is he swearing again, Maura? Is that what it is? Dan, where the fuck have you been hiding? Rob swapped out your white paint with glue. Well, at least it will dry clear then. So yeah, please do let me know, guys, which I should get on with tonight. So we've got Metcalf or painting people or painting bits. Please do let me know. Good evening, Robin Great and everyone in the chat. Very good evening, SJ. A big thank you, obviously, for the last live stream. It was appreciated, and not swearing, Grace. Okay. Hi, Marvo. I was behind you in a gas mask in your blind spot. Any window ghosts on the schedule tonight, says Ivo. No, not tonight. We're not in the shed, so Wayne, I have Shays with me. Oh, Metcalf, says Hillcrest Hall. Oh, that's a surprise, isn't it, Mr. Metcalf? So is that a vote for you for Metcalf then, by any chance?
Giving it away.
Huh? I'm answering a comment.
Mr. Grimm said he can pop in very quickly.
Oh.
Well, I said to him to pop in. He's only got 15 minutes free.
Okay.
So if you add him when he pops in.
Yep.
Hopefully that's okay with our other guests.
I was going to say our other guests, because I can see you in the basement. Are you okay that Craig, Mr. Grimm, pops in before you? Just because he is out on work, give me a thumbs up if you're happy for that, my love, please. Because I can see you. If you are happy for Mr. Grimm to just pop in front of you, just because he's got a quick 15 minutes he can nip in. So please let me know if you're happy with that. Just a thumbs up and, yeah, brilliant. Thank you. And no one's the wiser. Wayne Model Builder. Hi, buddy. Hope you had a great Easter. Didn't do anything. Hope you're keeping well. And Stephen B. Very good evening. And Cole Button. So we've also got Metcalf and Trevor. How is everyone? So at the moment, we've got Metcalfs that I've read too. Good evening, Robin Grace and all in the chat. Lester, TMD Gary. Good evening. Knowing Robbie's got something planned for April Fools. He didn't actually. Did you saw the mum jump scare clip, Rob? I think he did. Boris, says SJ. Mr. Grunfig. Boris, Hermitage. So I can see in the stage, in the storage, in the basement, whichever it's called, we have Mr. Grin.
Hello.
How are you, Mr. Grin?
In the dark, lurking. Away from everybody.
Nice.
Hey, hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
Magic. How's everybody?
Oh,
what a bit of light on the subject. Hey. Great one. I had a day down at York yesterday, which was a good day out. Saw some fabulous layouts down there, like so.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so a couple of bits and bobs. Joined Rail Riders, so happy days on that one. So cheap rail travel, woohoo!
Nice.
But apart from that, everything's tickety boo. Hence, I'm not in the layout. I'm stuck in this taxi.
I'm impressed driving with no hands there.
What's you're talking about Mr. Grimm, are you?
He might be coming after you the way if you carry on.
Hey?
I said he might be coming for you if you carry on like that.
Nah, I'm taking the boo, man. I'm just parking up now. Good. Right, I'm all stood still now. That's it. That's better.
So, how are things going at New Durham Junction?
All great. Obviously, I've been on with a little project at the minute, which is coming on quite nicely.
Mhm.
I'm busy converting a Dapple parcel unit into a Corliss Rail Engineers logo. So
Okay.
I have posted the pictures up on New Durham Junction on the Facebook page. I think you've seen them yourself, Grace. I put them in the chat.
Yeah.
And it is coming on really, really well. So it's all been painted. I've got to let that cure for about a good 48 to 56 hours.
Yeah.
And then it's going to get polished up. And then it's going to get all the details added onto it. And then it's going to get all the decals put onto it. Then it's going to get some frame dirt. Now, the frame dirt is going to be the kicker because I'm going to be doing that live.
Ah, nice one. We will definitely be tuning in for that one. I'm still not brave enough. Have you put it on your communities tab on YouTube as well?
Not yet, because what I need to do when I get it all the pictures took of all what I've done, because it's going to be pictures only, I'm going to make a little montage video, and that'll be going into YouTube when it's all done.
Yeah. Ah, okay. So if anybody is on Facebook, New Durham Junction has posted pictures on there. Go and check it out.
Look, it's looking canny. It's unusual because obviously these parcel units, I don't know if anybody can correct me if I'm wrong, that they have they don't use them anymore. The scrap. There's no 128 left out on the line. So this one is just a prototypical knock up for New Durham Junction.
Yeah.
Fun and games. But I'm going to give big thanks to Rainbow Models as well, up in West Scotland. They're helping us out, getting me decals for us and me running number, which I've got for the local.
Mm-hmm.
So big shout out to them. Big thanks to Rainbow Models for helping me with that as well.
Yeah.
But that's about it. That's as much as I can tell you with what's happening in New Durham.
Good. It seems like that's the scary thing, though. I wouldn't even dare attempt it. But it's something I have got to look at in the future, but I'm not quite there yet.
Nah, it's one of them things. I mean, yeah, I think this Dapple unit cost me, I think it was about 85 quid, I think, if memory serves us right. But it's just something different. A walk on the wild side. Hence, that's why I'm Corliss Rail daft at New Durham Junction. Corliss Rail and GBRF. They're my main logos, which I like.
No,
But that's the joys of it all. Also, I'm getting 2 more locos back, which I picked up from York yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Me Corliss Class 56, which is Cavalex 1. That's been heavily weathered by David Tinsley. And also, me Corliss Class 60 021 has been debranded of its Corliss livery because that got sold to GBRF.
Mm-hmm.
So David Tinsley's debranded that and weathered that up for us.
Oh,
How
okay.
it looks today. It's still in its Corliss colours, but it's been debranded. So it doesn't carry the Corliss name.
Ah, what's the reason behind that then? Is that just...
No, it's basically... No, basically that logo 60021, it's owned by GBRF, in which I've seen it come up and down the coastline, the DCL line, on their GBRF hoppers, which I've got. So they go from Drax down to Tyne Dock, or Tyne Dock down to Drax using the Class 60s.
Yeah.
So trying to recreate that as well. So it's fun and games.
Okay.
But you never know. That's about it, really.
Oh, it's still coming along, though. A lot more than ours at the minute.
Well, get back in the blooming shed, man. It's plenty. You're in the right. Look at the weather out here. It's gorgeous.
Oh, it's not here. 10 degrees today.
All right, 10 degrees here, which is warm enough. Shorts and t-shirt weather, Grace.
Yeah, for you, like. It's better than me.
You'll be all right, man. Put the heaters on.
Nah, we do need to look at weathering, sorting the shed out a bit more to hopefully next winter be a bit more ready. We've looked, and about 3 months ago, we were still in there comfortably, but maybe November, I suppose, into February, really, mid-March. It's still been too cold to really spend any kind of time out there.
Well, all these parcels you get into RGG, make sure you keep the bubble wrap and use that as lagging on the walls.
Yeah.
Hey,
see
don't
that,
knock it.
Trevor.
Hey, don't knock it. It does work.
Well, we've got the bottom bit's done. It's just like the tops. We still haven't sealed it at the top, and it's single glazing windows. So you're
Aye.
kind of stuck from the start. And somebody decided to knock the wood out before it was dry enough to do the concrete, didn't you, dear? By the window.
There's Rob there, Brocken Wing.
Stacked anyway.
Oh, it's stuffed anyway. Oh, fair enough.
No worries. But
Um, so-
I'm going to have to go because I'm just about to pick up, so I thought I'd just quickly drop in and say hello and give you an update what's happening. All right?
No, it's appreciated, buddy. You take care and stay safe.
You
out
too.
there.
Speak to you soon. Take care now.
Take care,
Bye
darling.
all.
Thanks for coming in.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, just before we get to our other, are you ready, my person in the basement? Just give me a thumbs up if you are ready. I'm just going to catch up with a few comments before getting you in, but as long as you're ready, I know I can add you in. Brilliant. This way to your left a bit. No, right. Other camera. Yep, that one. So I'm just going to have a quick catch up with comments. We've had a few people in, so I have been trying to reply to people as well, confusing them, thinking it was Rob. Andy there. You always call me Rob, Andy. Every time. It's always Rob. It's never me. Once you do it with the old body show and some practice. So yes, we do actually have a few that I can use, but I want to do a bit more on the layout first before I start practicing with that, and then it will be what paints and things like that. So we've had Timber, Stanover in. Like I said, I have said hello to people as they've come in. Ray, miss anyone else? Oh, and Mrs. Captain Static's in as well. Good evening, Sarah, darling. So just seeing who else. Ivo's back on my phone. But yeah, I'm definitely a Southern softie, Trev. I just put the heating on, says Flymo. Hello, everyone who's arrived since I've been AFK. So yeah, Mav is in, but he's not always on at the moment. He is at work. If I could afford to buy all wood. Tim Maslin, very good evening, darling. And LS Photography, very good evening to you. Does Grace know there is a critter on her neck? Don't even say that. He's my best friend. Keeps me warm. Something about me fur, me dead animal.
I'm not your best friend.
I can have one of my best friends.
No, you can't.
Oh, right.
You can have your dead animal. Even your dead animal can be very happy to go.
My dead animal can even give me hugs and snuggles.
Well, that's the only person you're getting hugs and snuggles from now on.
Oh dear. Need to book my socket down and get done with it. Oh, we've got quite a few in I'm seeing actually that I'm missing because I'm just carrying on. Gizmo Builder. Have you changed your logo, Ian? A different chat format compared with last time. So we are now going from StreamYard. So slightly different. I know how we see it. I'm not in the basement. I would have to wash my hair and black up my face, says Timber. Oh, it's just the whips and chains that made you want to come in, Timber. Is that what it is?
You just heard the word basement.
Yeah, basement, and his mind was just like, yep. We all know who you are, Timber. It's lovely to see some faces that we haven't seen for a while as well. Keep the hood up. You look like a Poundland Cartman. Thank you very much. And Mr. Jimbo, very good evening to you as well. Is your glass full?
Everybody,
I know it
hi
doesn't
to
last
Jim.
long. At least it's not a big fuzzy spider. Exactly, because I would be jumping off, and yeah, we still haven't uploaded that clip. So now I've caught up. Oh, and Moneybrook Junction. Try that again. Now I've caught up. We have another guest with us tonight. Now, this is someone we actually met in person before we actually met through YouTube, which is very unusual.
And if Grace is Madam Metcalf, then he would be Mr. Metcalf.
Mr. Metcalf.
because this gentleman has such a serious addiction that he actually goes to Metcalf meetings to discuss his addiction.
That's how we met each other, really. It wasn't at Rudland Models, was it? So, just a final thumbs up from you, buddy, just to make sure. I think it might be a delay with him laughing, but just final thumbs up. Are you ready for me to add you in, buddy?
I think he just put his thumb up.
Yep, there we go. Right, so welcome to the stage.
And turn your volume down.
And turn your volume down, buddy.
Right, so welcome to the
If you need YouTube, and it will still come through StreamYard.
Hi everyone.
And turn your volume down, buddy.
Right, so welcome to the
Hi everyone.
Bear with us a second, guys.
Right, let's probably turn the audio.
Richard, close your YouTube.
Ooh.
Not type it in the chat.
How's that?
That's better.
There we go.
Right.
So sorry
Oh.
about that, guys. It was no headphone warnings, but we
Feedback central.
maybe
Sorry
we should
about
say
that.
that before. Oh,
I
there
think
you
it's,
go.
can you hear me now?
Yes, can hear you loud and
Yeah.
clear, but I think we do have a bit of delay. It might be better
Yeah.
now that we're on StreamYard together, though.
Yeah, it's
So-
probably my, because on my end I had I've got my phone set up. I had my YouTube so I could see from there. I've got me this video you're seeing here. This is one of my iPhones pointing at me. And I've got another iPhone pointing downwards as well. So just
Yeah.
tried to get it all set up at the same time.
It's like us. It's still getting used to it, isn't it? It's one of those
definitely.
things. So anyway, guys, this is Richard Hillcrest Holtz. So go back to before Rob had his operation and we were still able to go out, and you guys know that we love Rudland Models. Mold weight. So we were shopping in there one day. I think I was looking for Rocket Card Glue, if I remember.
That's right. Yeah, 'cause you've run out, haven't you?
Yeah, and we got talking, and that's when we're like, oh, you know, hi, and everything like that. And we told you about our channel. Next, you've come over. So if one of our mods wouldn't mind posting Richard's link as well. We've also got someone I don't recognise, Miller Time. Cheers from Ontario, Canada. Are you new to our channel, lovely? And if you are, feel free to drop your name. If not, that's not a problem. Thank you very much, Timber. So this is Richard's YouTube channel, Hillcrest Holt. He is just like me with Metcalf. So, yeah, tell us a bit about yourself then, buddy. I don't know which camera you're looking into, because you're looking...
I've got my laptop on the right and I've got my iPhone on the left. So I think I'm looking at it. I can't really see what I look on the screen now. But yeah, so yeah, I've always been into me Model Railways. I think since I saw my dad's N-gauge layout donkeys years ago when I was a kid. But didn't really do anything about it until lockdown and started playing around with different trains. Started with N-gauge because I'm in a one-bedroom flat. That's all I have the room for. But then it can get a bit fiddly doing that, as some people might know. So I've started dabbling in double O gauge. And it's just kind of progressed from there. I've even got a couple of little bits of O gauge as well, just trying different things. But I was mainly doing my Metcalfs in double O gauge because I'm doing one layout that's going to have the Settle and Carlisle stations on it. They're all pretty much built, but I've left all the roofs off because I haven't put any lights in yet, which I want to do as well. As well as that, because I wanted to dip back into the N-gauge, I started a little test track, which some people might have seen on my YouTube channel, but especially it's 3 foot by 2 foot. It's got a couple of loops and a few
night,
points.
Ivo.
Yeah, so I've been working on that. I finally got the track screwed down there. I decided to use screws because I'm using 9mm ply and the track pins will fit into there. So I did the screws instead. But various people on my channel have posted about it said, "Oh no, some people prefer glue, some people like the pins." Like if I was using my Sunday board, I'd use the pins, but I thought I'd try the screws for a change. So I did all that, and I've got the droppers soldered in now with the help of me friends from All Rounders Model Railway Club. That's the railway club I go to every Wednesday night. And so I'm going to start taking that back down on Wednesday to do a bit more work on that. I've got a few bits of electronics to do. I don't know if you'll be able to see this on camera. Where's my camera? Right. So I've got this 8-way switch that I'm going to use to control my points.
Okay.
I've got my CDU attached to that as well, so separate. I'm also going to be using these, which I don't know if some people might have seen, these little terminal blocks. These are the ones that are 12 ways.
Yeah.
So I can use my the little fork terminal. So basically, if you put one live in on one end, you can basically turn one live into 12 different ones. So that's what I'm going to use for me to run with power and me around me track. Bit new to electronics, but luckily I've got a load of electronic wizards down at the training club because half of it I'm not clear what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So this keeps me entertained. Like I say, if I see a Metcalf kit that I haven't got, I keep on buying more. I mean, I've got some more here. The ones that I'll be working on. The parcel office in Engage is the one I've started last week. I did a live last week, some of you know. I stopped it just before the roofs and the platform canopies because I didn't want to get into that late in the day. So that's what I'm going to have a go at this Sunday. So I'm going to aim to do that from about 3 o'clock this Sunday is the plan.
Yeah. So how long are you thinking of going live for? Is it just as long as you feel, or?
I think last week I was planning on only going live for about an hour, but it kind of turned into a bit longer than that because kept on going.
Yeah.
Because I was just trying out all different things I can do with my StreamYard. I mean, at one stage I had, I think, 4 cameras set up trying it out, but I think I ended up only just using the 2, just the one you can see me on now, sort of thing, and then my overhead camera. I mean, the only other thing, I don't know if it works, so give it a quick try now. See if, because I'm as well as using StreamYard onto the YouTube, I'm using some software called iRuin.
Okay.
Which allows me to link all my mobile phones via Wi-Fi to my laptop and then into StreamYard. So I'm going to try and flick it to my overhead view now. Yeah. So that's me. So that's my overhead view. The camera I've got, I'm just using my Google Pixel phone, which I mean,
your overhead view hasn't swapped. I still see you.
All right, has it? Okay. So on my end, it swapped, but I didn't know if it would swap on your end as well. So.
Oh yeah, you've got to invite it in your second camera, haven't you? That's what it is. You've got to. So with your second camera, join this stream. You'll appear in the basement again. Just label it second camera or something, and then I can add it in to come up. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So I had put Richard's YouTube at the bottom, and like Timber Surf posted a link and has said 210 subs. Let's get that up tonight, guys.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get Richard some more.
Yeah. One thing I was amazed at the other day, because I've started doing like a little mini series of all the model railway shops that I've been visiting. I mean, I did Chester Model Centre on my way over to Wales over your neck of the woods the other week. And I was literally just using my iPhone and an iMovie on the iPhone, stitched together a little quick video, just basically using photos, and that did quite well. But when I did Rudland Models the other day, it's nearly hit it's on the way to 3,000 views. And I'm like, what on earth? Because I think during one of your live streams last week, I mentioned that there was something wrong with the real-time data. So I thought, it's probably just down to that. It's probably messed up a bit. So I wasn't expecting to stay at that level. But then YouTube did its usual thing and sorted itself out. And it is at about nearly 3,000 views. So must be quite a popular shop.
No, I think it's done well as well, because unlike when we did ours, there was talking in it. Yours is you know, it's there and it's not, you're not hearing a drone of like my voice. Or so I think yours is because it's straight there. You've got the pictures of all the different areas. It's such,
Yeah,
you know, it's there and to the point, really, which some
yeah,
people don't like the talking behind it. So getting there to the point and people like, oh, this is a nice shop. And we also have a question for Dan. So if there is any questions, guys, tonight, please do feel free to pop them on there. If I miss it, you know, if I've gone past it, please repeat it again. But the first question for you tonight, Richard, is from Dan. And it's, how often do you go to Rudland Models? He's 20 minutes away and has still not been there.
I think I only tend to go there when I've been on holiday over to Wales. I mean, I've been to Wales 3 times now. Came across Rudland Models the first time I came there, so it was like a bit of a pilgrimage every time I came over to Wales. So that's the only time I tend to go to Rudland Models, to be honest, when I'm over in Wales on holiday. Next week, or it might be the week actually, on the 13th, there's Stapfold. So I'll need to get my tickets for that, but I'm going to that one. And then the week after that, I'm heading up to Yorkshire via Rails of Sheffield.
Yeah.
Because we'll drive through Sheffield on the way up there. And then we're going next. Then we're staying in York. So obviously, I'm going to the Railway Museum there. So I'll be seeing all the full size trains. So I'm going to do another little video of that probably. There's about 3 railway model shops in York as well. So we're going to try and see if we can get around all 3 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there we head up to near Filey in Yorkshire. That's where we're going to stay in another Haven holiday camp.
Mm-hmm.
But on the way there as well, we've got Pickering to go through and Goathland. So I'm looking at them as well. So my poor wife, she's got to put up with me taking her to all these different train places.
Are you planning to come to Crewe as well? That is obviously the talk of everyone at the minute.
Yes. So I've already got my tickets and I've already got my hotel booked as well. So we're heading up there. We'll be up there the day before.
Absolutely fantastic. Because I know, if I'm right, Timber is organising a meetup, which I'm sure nearer the time will be sorted more. Mm-hmm. But it is nice to know that you'll be there. So we've had the pleasure of meeting you face to face, but it means everyone else will get the pleasure as well.
Cool.
So I'm just going to see if we've got any more questions. Grace, you're white as a sheet. Are you feeling all right? Yeah, it's just this camera, but it's a very old Mac, so unfortunately the camera is not the best. So
Grace, it's more the reflection of the white.
Yeah.
Not the camera. But
it isn't as good. It's better than some, but yeah, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you, darling. Can I ask? So another question from Dan is, can I ask which model club, Richard, and how often you go to Rudland? Oh, that bit's been answered. Not been yet, but which model club are you with?
So I belong to All Rounders Model Railway Club, which is based in Nuneaton, or Nuneaton. It's like a little village hall where we've got all the layout set up. We have to share it with other people that use the hall for various clubs and things. But so we are down there every Wednesday night from about 7:30 to 9:30. We've got an exhibition layout that we're working on as well in AA gauge. It's quite an old layout that was donated by one of the club members. So when we dig that out, we have to hope he's there, because the wiring underneath that one, I wouldn't have a clue where to start. But so we have a play with that most weeks. We have a test track we set up as well, because we've got a couple of young kids that started coming to the club as well. They're coming down and just whizzing the trains around the track. We've got another chap who's currently installing lighting into his AA gauge coaches. And so myself, I work on my N gauge track down there, and also some of my Metcalfe builds down there sometimes as well. So it keeps us busy.
Brilliant. So we're talking about our lengths of live streams. Alan's come up. My last live stream on Sunday was 6 hours and 50 minutes long.
Yeah.
Phew.
Blimey.
Hey, we might need to get Alan to come join us on our charity stream as well, seeing as you used to long streams, Alan. So Brian has been to Chester Models and he was a bit disappointed, unfortunately. I'm just seeing if we've got. Yeah. So see if we've got any more questions.
One thing somebody asked me on my chat the other day about runner models, because in the video they couldn't see any O-gauge stock, and I think that's actually down the very back of the shop. So anyone that's watching the O-gauge stuff, they do sell it. It's at the very back of the shop. There's like a little corridor. That shop is like the TARDIS.
Rutland.
Yeah, and you walk in there.
Oh, it is. It's incredible when you get in there, and then you've got main where like the desk is, and then you've got what I like as well is you've got a separate room for like your models and your toys, and then you go into another room that is trained that you've got all your Metcalfe bits, but then there's another hidden room that you think is a storeroom, but it is like you said, it's exactly like a TARDIS. And it is incredible. It's somewhere we miss it. We haven't been able to go. But if anybody is interested after seeing it, please head to Rutland Models. They do online. So if anybody is interested and supporting a little local shop, possibly not local to yourselves, but a little local shop rather than a big one, they are online as well. Mark and Dorinda are both lovely. So... Blimey, that lot will keep you busy, Richard, said Stanover. That's Mark when you showed yours. Please hit the like button. Thank you very much, Raymond. I can't get my words out tonight.
Yeah. Just to give you some idea of my Metcalfe collection, I mean, I'll see if I can get us to show you my cupboard. This is my collection. So that's all my Engage Metcalfe on the left, on the right, still to build.
Yeah.
And then over on the left, that's all my the Engage on one side, Double O the other side, and then I've got all my boxes full of my different kits as well.
It's too organised.
I know. It's all my old shelving that I had in the lounge before, but I thought I might as well make use of it, and it kind of hides it away as well. Got my little logo that I had made as well. And I recently got these stands as well. You can just about see them there, those metal stands. Got donated them as well, so I can put my layout on.
Oh, you're breaking up, Richard. Oh, he's breaking up. I'm not sure what's going on there, guys. He's gone looking for the phone. So I'm just gonna not kick. How do I put him? Oh, still not getting this. I'm just gonna remove him from the stage in case that helps. Richard, I can see at the bottom. I think he's having technical issues, but I will keep an eye on the bottom for the screen. My grandfather was born in Liverpool. No way, Miller Time. So yes, a very big welcome to you here. I didn't see if you'd put your name. So what it is I have a little book and people whose names aren't obviously their names, I having a book just so I can call you by your name. So if you do want to share that, please let me know. And I'm sure if I miss it, one of my mods can let me know. And we've also got Ewan in. Ewan. And we've got Sean. We've got both actually. Bye, Richard. Richard, I can see you in the bottom. Are you happy for me to add you back in? Yeah. There we go. Technical issues there. And hi, very good evening as well to you, Randall Ellison. Oh, Randall, we saw your comment. We haven't seen him for a while. Darling, I hope you're keeping well. Hello, just dropping by to say hello. Have a great evening. Oh, so that's another one. So yes, pretty soon Grace is going to have a list what list she's got. Yeah, I do have a lot of lists. Oh, Miller Time. Well, I cannot forget your name then. It's Robert. I cannot forget your name, but I will still add it in the list because periodically I do. I couldn't get that out there. I do share it with our followers, so they've also got the names of people. But very good evening to you, Robert. He's only Robert when he's in trouble. So just bear with me, Richard, my love. You know what I'm like with my list.
Why have you gone quiet?
Because I'm writing.
Well, that way. Just not.
Well, you could say things too, you know.
I'm not looking at my camera.
So yeah, sorry about that. We know what I'm like with my list. I have a list usually about 15 degrees to the left after a few prints. So yes, what were we saying when you had technical issues there and a cat appearing? I think you were talking about your area. So is that just your space where you work on then? Because obviously, or is it your layout comes bits there as well? And
so yeah, so I've basically taken over the dining table in the corner of the lounge. So we've managed to get all my model railway stuff hidden away out in the cupboard so that I can get shut away. But I've got my little green mat on the table at the minute, and obviously all my cameras and stuff set up at the back there. I've got my layout just lean up out the way. I don't know if you can see it with me. Just in the corner. That's the one I've been working on. So yeah, so when I do my work on there, I just plonk it on the table and then just plod away on the layout.
good. So what are your plans for? You said what kit? You said you were making a parcel office, didn't know? Parcel office station. Oh,
Yes,
my mind's
yeah.
gone on me tonight. But is that one in Engage?
Yeah, it's in Engage. The little Engage one.
Oh, it's tiny compared to mine.
I know, and then I've got to put the canopies on the main station as well. And say when I was in Rudland Models, I found this kit, which I don't think you can buy from McCarthy.
Yes,
So
they're very rare. If you ever go back to Rudland and you see one in 00, let us know.
yeah,
All the time, Robert. Time for supper here. You have a good evening, darling, and thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully we see you again and we've not scared you off. So yes, it's that is definitely a rare kit. So have you got any more rare ones that aren't readily available anymore?
The only one I've got that's rare, I've already built, and that's the Engage Brewery kit. I've got that. So I've got some plastic boxes now with Metcalf's in there to stop them getting bashed. So yeah, that's the only one that I know has been discontinued. I can't think of any more kits that I've got that you can't stop get anymore. So I keep on forgetting half the kits I've got that many.
Yeah,
So,
you've got more than me.
Yeah, I mean, on that little test layout I'm doing, I've only really got room to put the what have I got it? So I bought this as well from the
Tunnel entrance, yeah.
Because I've got two of the single ones built, but I thought, they're going to fit in there because I've got a double track. So I thought, I need to get some more Metcalf. So I bought the double tunnels to put on there so that I'll be able to do myself a little miniature backseat with like a raised area because I've got the ramp kit to build as well, which my wife bought me. But it's mainly about trying out my electrical skills because as well as setting up the wiring for my points, I want to put lighting into my buildings as well. So I've got to figure out how to get me lights in there. I've got LED light strips. You can buy them. You can snip them usually like in blocks of 3. So I'll do that. And I've got bought some wire the other day. I bought some that Jason at Barnes Junction had suggested. It's quite thick, so it'd be all right for my double gauge layout. But when I tried to solder it onto a piece of N-gauge track at Train Club the other week, it wasn't working. So I'm going to stick to the really fine stuff for me N-gauge, but I'll use the thicker stuff that Jason recommended for me double O. But for my lighting, I'm going to be using, like I say, the LED lights and the wires. And I've got some little what they're called, voltage regulators, I think they're called, where I can. It's got a little digital display on it, and you can drop it down just below 3 volts, so I haven't got to worry about the lighting blowing when I put 12-volt power to it or whatever power.
Sorry to interrupt you, buddy. We have just had Tammy and Ray pop in, so if everyone can spam the chat with emojis as always. Very good evening to you guys as well.
Right.
So yes,
Just explain to the new ones.
oh yes, to anybody that is new, just a quick download on why we do this. Tammy and Ray is mum and son trail, right? Mum and son train rail fans. I got it there. But the reason why Ray is autistic and they went onto a channel. Now Ray communicates through emojis and they were basically booted off, shunned for doing that. So they've come to us and we said no. So it's a way of support from a little community that we have here. Whenever they come in the chat, everyone, as you can see, the comments are just filled with these emojis because it's just been something we've always done to kind of say, like, Ray, we've got your back here. Welcome in. Good evening. And it's just something we've always done for them.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing that and thinking, why is there loads of emojis? That is the reason we do it. And if you want to join in as well, please feel free to throw some emojis in there yourself as well.
We love Tammy and Ray.
Yeah. So yes. Oh dear, yeah, busy. So I'm just seeing if I miss. I'm still trying to get this comments, having someone on, and no, I know that. So, are you joining us doing anything tonight, or I know you said you've got your other camera set up.
Yeah. Not tonight. I think because I drove back from Norfolk today, so that was a bit tiring. So I think I'll save me doing the parcel office for Sunday because I've got to steel myself for doing that.
Competition.
Sorry.
Yeah, we'll have to have a competition at some point. Get the same kit and both build it and see who gets there first.
Guarantee you Rich will.
Yes, I do as well. But maybe we should have a little competition at some point, a little fun, only something small.
Yeah.
But maybe we should, even if we do it with a couple of people, maybe all the same kit and see who can build it the quickest.
Yeah.
So yes, obviously you are welcome to stay as long as you want. But if you do get tired as well, we never say this to anyone, do we? Once you start getting tired, let us know and heading off and that. But has there anybody got any questions for Richard? Well, we've got him here. Of me, being a relatively newer channel, please, if you've got any questions, guys, feel free to pop them in and we can get them answered.
And get over there and hit subscribe.
Yes, I hope people have. I don't know if any have you done a check?
Yeah, 3 more subscribers.
Oh, you've had 3 more subscribers in this time. Let's see if we can get you any more.
I can't continue the channel because I've got I'll switch my YouTube off because of that feedback.
That's all right. It happens. We're still learning ourselves. It's even like things what to say. Yuan is heading off in the night, darling. And we're still getting emojis and everyone coming in. Hello to anyone I've missed as well. So yeah, we're still getting to grips with this.
Yeah.
Like, trying to keep up with the chat. There's someone that's in the, that's on the video with us. We're still learning ourselves. We will get there. But yes, please, guys.
So I was having fun this afternoon trying to set up all my other links to. I've joined Twitter today. See what that's all about. Also having fun trying to figure out how to get the links onto me Facebook and to me YouTube channels. Also got links to me Facebook page and my new Twitter account, which there's only a couple of posts on there so far, and the Instagram as well. But so the main channel obviously is me YouTube. The other ones I'm still trying to get to grips with how to use the Facebook page. I can't even seem to view my own posts on there sometimes.
Well, they've changed a lot, Facebook pages and that, especially when they first used to be on, they were quite simple, even adding people as admins. But the way they have done it now, we find ourselves, instead of posting and keeping your profile and then having to choose, now it puts you onto that profile. It's a different messenger. And then Gary, by the way, as well, you take care. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I want a super sticker from Trevor. Thank you very much, darling. But yeah, it's definitely changed a lot. I will completely agree. It's not as easy to use. The only thing with things like Twitter is you've got a word count, but usually you can get around that. But if anybody is on Twitter as well, please head over and type Hillcrest Hall, and that will come up as well. We're the same. We're on the different social medias.
Yeah.
It's just handy because not everybody is on things like Facebook, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, so a question for you from Craig Irish 66. Is there any specific era and area that you model, Richard?
Yes and no. I mean, I think sometimes I prefer the steam trains, but I like the diesel stuff as well. I mean, I've actually got my eye on the Class 110 at Rails of Sheffield at the minute, which is a pre-owned one, and it's on there for about £90. So I'm very tempted by that. But I think if I like the look of a particular train, I'll just buy whatever I like. But I did buy WD Austerity a few weeks ago, which that one's Era 3. So I thought, I mean, that's what kind of wartime era, if I remember rightly. So my Settle and Carlisle 00 layout, I was probably going to base that around like a wartime era. So that's the only sort of ideas I've had, trying to steer into one particular direction of an era. Say everything else, it's the same with my Oxford vehicles. I tend to buy as well. If I like the look of something, I'll just buy it. I probably ought to start to narrow it down a bit, so I'm not just buying loads of different vehicles just for the sake of it. I just can't decide which era or layout design I want to do. My test track, that's easy enough because that's just a couple of loops, but my double gauge layout, I've kind of got that inspiration for that from that Model Railway guy. Even before I knew he'd done the playlist for his modular layout he did, which is actually a set on Carlisle as well. That's what I had in my head as well. And then I saw that, I thought, oh no, he's nicked my idea. So I want to do it kind of how he's done it, but I don't want to copy it. So I've got to try and figure out a way of doing it, but doing it in the way I want to do it.
To be honest, I think even if you were doing similar things, he's someone that he wouldn't go and go, oh, you've copied it. From what we found, he's a very approachable guy. He replied to your comments. He helped Rob with a rail match paint, and then when he ordered the wrong one, he even laughed at you.
TMJ.
Yes.
He doesn't mind in the slightest.
No, so I think
I spoke to him about that. He doesn't mind in the slightest.
Yeah, so I think, with your ideas, don't put them off just because someone else has done them. Because I think as much as we've all got our individual things, at the end of the day, we are modelling mostly real life things. So there is going to be similarities, how we do things. So I wouldn't let that change what you're doing. But it's like us, isn't it? We've got things that are like different eras. I don't understand the eras thing. I'm a stupid one of us both. But, it's rule number one at the end of the day, isn't it? And I think it'll be great. Are you going to create a separate channel for your 00 gauge?
I was thinking about this the other day, because obviously Hillcrest Holt is the name that came up. I mean, that came out as well. The reason why I've called it Hillcrest Holt is my parents' house over in Norfolk is Hillcrest. And I was thinking, oh, that's quite a good name. And I thought, what can I turn that into? And then that's where the Holt came from. In real life, a Holt, I think it's just like a little, it's almost like a little mini bush shelter at the side of a truck, if I remember rightly. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think that's what it is. But the actual station I'm doing isn't a Holt. It's going to be like a full-size thing. So I think Hillcrest Holt will be. I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, because I'm kind of playing out with N gauge and 00 gauge, I've not really decided which one's going to be called Hillcrest Holt yet. I suppose it's whichever which layout gets built first will get called that, and then I'll just think of a name for the second one. But so I've got the most buildings built in N gauge, so it'll probably be the N gauge that'll get called Hillcrest Holt, I think. Yeah. But like I said, that might change though.
So do you do bits for the 00 as well, or is it just whatever you fancy on the given day? And
yeah, I do it 00 as well. I mean, I went for a stage doing those of the 00 buildings when I was working on the Settle and Carlisle. So I've done the station, I've done the engine shed. What's the other one? The good shed I've done as well. The single engine shed I did. The Metcalfe signal box I've done.
Yeah.
A couple of bridges. Just looking at my box actually, so I can't remember what else. There's a few others I've done as well, but I can't remember where they are off the top of my head. I did them a little while ago. But yeah, so it's basically all around the Sutherland Carlisle station. The bridge, the footbridge. I've got that underway as well.
Yeah.
So so I'm trying to keep it all that kind of theme from my double O on that station layout. Depending on how big the layout gets, might end up with sort of a different era further out on the track.
Sorry, I'm sorry that I'm just chuckling because you guys always notice William whenever we're live. Now that you can see us here, he always just like darts through as if he can't be seen, and it does make us both chuckle. How he kind of like puts on the speed just to avoid being seen. So I wasn't laughing at you there.
No, my wife, she's hiding in the bedroom at the minute. She's having a bit of a snooze in the bedroom out of the way because she doesn't want to get seen on camera either.
But no, it is brilliant having you in. And like we said, we had this support when we first started, and if we can help get your subscribers up and more, that's what we want to do, is help other people get to where we are. And obviously I think the great thing is we have met you in person. Like I said, it's very bizarre that really we met you didn't even know of RGJ Trains. No, it just happened to be 3 modelers in a model shop chewing the fat, and that's where it's come from. And I think it just shows, isn't it? It's not just YouTube, but it is that community that brings all the things together. Like I said, it was lovely chatting with you that day, meeting the missus, and Lord knows how she copes with you, but I will say that was a missus myself. And I have seen you have been having subscribers tonight, people have said.
Richard, drop this link on his Twitter.
Oh, can you drop your link for your Twitter, lovely?
I'm not actually sure how to actually do that.
If you do it in our, because in StreamYard you've got a private chat, haven't you? If you pop it in there.
Richard said he doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know if you meant on YouTube.
I know on my YouTube channel, I think I put the link in there, but I'm not 100% sure. I know I've definitely got it on my. Where is it? Let me just check. Because I put all 3 links in there. I'm sure it's on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on my YouTube channel. So hopefully I don't get any feedback. Let's have a quick look. On my under the description where the links are, I've got the link to it is in there.
Yeah, so Rob's got it.
But I'm not quite sure how to actually post that into StreamYard.
We'll sort it for you now. Rob's got it. He will post it for you.
Yeah, I mean, so today, it's literally just got. I think I posted my channel logo and just a link to that the Engage parcel office build I've started doing. So I think it's part 1 is in there so far. While still figuring out how Twitter X actually works.
Oh, it will always be Twitter to me. Stephen Cameron is heading off. No night, darling. Thank you for tuning in. Thumbs up by Pete as well. So also Craig has got back there because I've never got the era. So for anybody else that doesn't know, probably only just me. But era 1 is the First Railways Liverpool. Manchester era 2 is 1890s to 1910s, and it's just moved. Era 3 is 1920s to 1948. Era 4 is 1950s, Era 5, 1960s, Era 7, 70s, 8 is 89, to 11 is 90 to so then it's got, we're actually Era 7, Era 8. I know we've got a few old girls, but that's what we are, isn't it? Rob? Oh, you're doing me link thing. So, yeah, it's definitely, like I said, I've not got the knowledge. Oh, Dan is following you on Twitter too. And
I just spotted that, yeah. So that's a quick. I've managed to spot it because I've got YouTube Studio on my mobile, so I managed to pop in there. So, yeah, well, I'm up to 217 now subscribers. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Regarding the areas, one thing I remember, obviously with Hatton's closing down, they had all their directories. And so I think Rails of Sheffield now have got access to their directories because that's where I spotted something to do with Era 3. There's one of the pages they had shows you like all the different the formations. That's it. The formations chart.
Yeah.
And I spotted the WD Austerity, the loco I bought. That's actually on there. So it'll give me an idea what actual wagons I would need to buy if I wanted to stick with that particular area for that one. But
Yeah.
there's all sorts of different areas on that chart, if I remember rightly.
So I've just seen as well Stephen Cameron. I swear I already said tonight, Stephen Cameron. But Simon SJ as well is heading off. So night, guys, as well. Thank you for tuning in as always. Oh, Pete, are you off as well? Thanks for the live RNG. You all stay safe. Are you off as well, Pete Dunning? If you are tonight, if not, hello again. And as Hot Dog Andy Pilots put as well, we didn't have a chance to watch it. Lord Al has posted his first video since he was thinking of coming away, so he's posted a video as well. Sorry about that. It's like I said, I'm still trying to get there with both. So, so that is your Twitter sorted as well. I've lived through Era 5 onwards, so yes. Has anybody got any questions? Because I'm useless at this hosting thing. Jason is definitely better at this. When we did it with he had a lot more questions and things, didn't he? I feel like underprepared.
I mean, this is my second proper live I've ever done. That's the other thing about doing this. It helps with your confidence as well. I mean, I suppose in the past I was quite a shy chap, but doing this sort of thing, it really massively boosts your confidence. When you start doing this sort of thing.
No, I think it does help, and if it helps people by joining in with someone else while they get their feet on the ground. I look at it that way. If we all started somewhere, I was lucky that when we started lives on here, yes, it was different related, but I'd already been doing my drawing lives for a good while. I hadn't shown my face, but I was used to that, because I think the weirdest thing of all is when you're streaming. I've got Rob here, but when you're streaming and you're getting the questions, but there's no one answering you. You're talking and asking questions, but it's dead silence back.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something that takes getting used to. But I have just seen as well a few questions. So any fancy locos on the wish list, Richard, from Hot Dog Andy?
Yeah. So the next one I've got my eye on is the it's the class 110. It's I think I'm not sure. It's the one that's got like the moustache on the front. I can't remember what type of loco it's called. Is it a whiskers? I'm not sure. But I just saw it and I thought, I just like the look of it. The three carb unit. So I've seen that one. So many of the locos I've got class 47, which is full DCC sound. What else have I got? I can't remember. I've got a in O gauge. I've got one loco as well. I can't remember what that is now. It's a little bit packed away, isn't it? I've got about 10 locos, some of which I got for free from me local train club. We get people come down to the club, they've done the clear outs of the lofts, families that unfortunately have passed away, and they're like, got all this stuff. Can you do anything with it? So so it gets put into the club's storage. It gets bought out. We don't really tend to sell it because obviously it's been donated, but it gets used on the layout. But so my locos, I suppose it depends on the funds as well at the time. How often I tend to buy. Mostly I'll buy the second-hand stuff, but on the other occasion, like this new one I've got my eye on, which because I've got my birthday coming up in June, I'm hoping I might get it for them.
Say it loud enough so the missus can hear you. Yeah, hint, hint.
She already knows. We were talking about all the time I was over in Norfolk this weekend, so she knows that's definitely on the list. That one.
So, question: when's the first running session from Sean GWR Buckley?
I don't know whether that directly.
I don't know if that. Well, it's still interesting. It's a good question that I didn't think to ask, actually. So, when do you think your first running session will be?
Well, hopefully, I should get power to the Engage track at club this Wednesday coming. So I should be able to get some Engage stuff whizzing around the test track. The You can see my right shoulder. Hopefully by the weekend, if I get up and running, I might show working during my live stream on Sunday if it's working that quick. So hopefully by Sunday, if as long as there's no little hiccups or teething problems with the wiring. So I've got because I've got to attach all the points as well. And I've got about 7 points to attach. So well, at the very least, I'll try and get 1 point working. But I want to try and get all my wiring all neat underneath as well, so it looking like a spider's web. So because I'm a bit of perfectionist with things like that. I want it to look nice and neat, and also so if there's any problems in the future, it'd be easy to fault find.
So another question from Tim Maslin: are you going to be trying your hand at laser cut kits? You are Mr. Metcalf. You're like me. That's usually your kits. So, do you think you're going to branch out and try other kits like laser cut ones?
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, I've got these tiny little things to play around with on Sunday. The canopies. I mean, I think that's laser cut, isn't it? So I'll be playing out with that on Sunday. So looking forward to that. Not.
I've just seen Flymo's comment. I'm not a fan front of camera person much, but the thing that you can always do. So if people are thinking, I'd love to go live, but I don't want to show my face on my camera, you don't have to. You know, when I started, I did with the trains, but when I started drawing, it was always camera on whatever I was going to do. So don't let that stop you. You know, if you're worried about your face, you don't have to show your face. You know, I like Mr. Timber as always, you know, it's always the man of mystery and what he looks like. And very rarely do you see him in a while, but when you do, but, you know, he's come on, he joined Jason's the other day as just for voice. So, you know, it is possible if that's the way you want to connect with people. You don't have to show your face, you know, and there's been times with us, hasn't there, that we've just like come away from a camera or we flip it and things, you know, there is the support is there. I think people aren't not going to support you just because you're not showing your face. So don't let that stop you. And then we've got another question from Trevor Stubbs. Best and cheapest their static grass applicator, says Trevor Stubbs. So is that a question to everyone, Trevor? Or is that because are you using static grass applicator?
I'm not. No. We've got one down at the club, which I think it might be a World War Scenics one, if I remember rightly. But you know, I've seen some people on YouTube make their own using what they're called sieves and the batteries. So you can make them on your own. Well, I think you have to be careful if you make them on your own because obviously there's a lot of voltage running through those. I think the World War Scenics ones, or one I did see, was about £50. I'm not sure the price of the other ones though. So when I found out the club had got one, I thought, well, I don't need to buy with me own. I can just borrow theirs. It's the same with all the other bits of kit. I mean, there's some jigsaws and stuff like that if we need to chop some big bits of wood. Myself, I've got a Dremel which I bought a while ago, which I'll be digging out. I found another attachment for that the other day from my local DIY shop. One of these little right angle tools. Because so sometimes if you go to cut the track using a cutter with a Dremel, if you don't use one of those right angles, you end up with the cut in a slight angle where it's a good dead straight. So I bought that so that when I use the Dremel, I can cut it dead straight on it. So I'll be digging that out at some point. But I've got my Xeon track cutters anyway to cut it manually. But if I fancy doing it with a Dremel, I've got that to play with. I bought a hot wire cutter from Rudland Models as well when I was there the other week. So I've got that to play with. I've got some 5mm foam, the sort that you put underneath, what do you call it? Laminate flooring. So I'm going to be stacking a load of that up, and then I'm going to try carving into that. See how I'll get on with that. So
always good fun. And then I'm sure you obviously don't have to answer this one, but Stephen B is asking, where are you based? If you're happy to share that one.
Oh yeah, so I'm based in Nuneaton. It's in Warwickshire in the Midlands. So I'm right in the middle of the country. So it's quite handy for visiting all these different model shops. So when I go over to Norfolk, in Norwich, you've got Great Eastern Models. Obviously in Wales, I found Rudland Models. right near where I live, I've got Tony's Trains and Rugby. I've got the Signal Box, which is in a little village called town called Anstey. Where else? So I'm lucky I've got quite a few nearby, and also for the heritage theme lines, I've got Great Central Railway near me as well. Quorn Woodhouse is the main station I go to, so that one's great for inspiration. See exactly what real life stuff looks like. So I'll go in there all the time, taking photos of like where the pedestrian bit where you cross the track, because that one there is a single platform. It's also got a pedestrian bridge coming down from the road bridge above down to the platform. So all these little bits, I get ideas and inspiration for what I can put on my layout. So I'll visit them. And so obviously I'm going to on a bit of a mecca to York to the Railway Museum there. Because luckily it's nearby where we're going on holiday. So I thought, well, I need to go there. And also Rails of Sheffield on the way up, which I've never been to.
And then another question, and thank you, Craig, for seeing that and then putting it, buddy. So DCC or DC layout, Richard? Someone asked it earlier, so I don't know who asked it. But that is the question: are you DCC or DC?
I dabble in both, to be honest, but I'm probably leaning more towards DC purely because of cost. Me Engage track, that's got the. I'm probably getting this wrong now. The points on there, the ones that for DC, which is it Insulfrog?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
One, yeah. So because they're the first ones booked, I think the cheapest ones I've got from Tony's Trains Rugby. The Pico ones I've got. I was watching Chadwick Model Railway the other day, and he's basically going through some of the points he's now going to put on his layouts. Unifrog, which is I think it's a combination of Electrofrog and I forgot the first one now. so on Chadwick Model Railway, one of his latest videos, he explains all the different points on there. It's quite a good, informative video. I met Charlie as well when I went to it's a train show. I heard this little voice in the background. I thought, I know that voice. Yeah, because I heard him on YouTube all the time. And I looked right, there he was. And then my wife, she knows I'm a fan of his, she goes, why are you going to say hello? I says, no, he's just walking past. And she goes, oh, my husband's a big fan of yours. She goes, yeah, you're lying, really. You're my biggest fan, aren't you?
Better keep an eye on your missus there then.
Yeah. But yeah, so I always watch his stuff. Yeah, a couple of times, if you comment, so I've asked him about various things. He always replies about HCH, which is obviously short for Hillcrest Hot. I thought, oh, yeah, HCH. I could probably because I've been trying to figure out my channel logo, because I know it's got that little green band in the middle of that black circle. I thought it's not very visible, so I'm trying to think of some way of getting the logo that's a bit better. So when he said HCH, I thought, oh, I'll set that in the background as well.
Yeah.
So he's one of the main channels I watch. That Model Railway guy as well. Got quite a lot watching his stuff, and just loads of other ones as well. Obviously, you guys I watch, Jason at Barnabas Junctions.
Yeah.
Lose count of the different channels I can find on YouTube now.
Yeah. Let me see how we're doing questions. Yes, we can use it. I'm not sure what they're on about there. Do a basic wiring video for points, please. I mean, basic, never done one. With no. Let me read that again. Do a basic wiring video for the point, please. I mean, basic, never done one, and would know what to get, Richard. Oh, can you? Is that asking Sean if he can do a wiring video? I think. I
could do. I think say on Wednesday when I'm done at club, I'm hoping to get one point wired. Because there's the kids down at the club. I can't. I have to be careful with my camera angles, obviously, because of the YouTube policies. But what I tend to do down at the club, I film everything, but I keep it quiet. And I tend to do voiceovers for anything I shoot in club. But what I'll do, I'll make sure I film that while I'm in. But that's for the standard type of I forgot the name of it again now. For DC point. I have seen, so like I say, for the more complex points, I know Charlie at Chadwick Model Railway showed how to wire up a double slip the other day. I was showing how he was bridging the wires across if you're using it as DCC. I'm sure he's shown how to wire up DC double slip before as well, but he has definitely got them on there in quite recent videos as well. But say when I'm at club on Wednesday, I'll make sure I'll film that, I'll do it as a separate little video because on my channel as well, I've got a little section how-to videos as well. Which I think I started off quite a few months ago.
Yeah.
Just trying out my videos. So I've got a couple of how-to videos on there. I've got one that's just titled "Help! How do I wire this up?" where I started to figure out how to do me that 8-way toggle switch.
Yeah.
And then another one I think follows on from that is showing how I'm going to wire up the CDU. Because I wired it up and it was working with a point, and I wired it up again and the point wouldn't flick one way. It would only flick one direction. So that's why I did put that video on there as well to show people, also to remind myself how I wired it up. So I literally followed the camera from the back of it, from the back of my controller to the CDU and the point itself. So trying to keep it simple for myself and also anyone else that watches the video.
So Timber, I think that's when we're talking about talking, with no camera on. I can vouch for that. Scary enough hearing me without seeing me. You're a big softie, really, Timber. And Flymo. Oh yes, there's a voice only option on StreamYard too. Yes, I've seen a few people that have joined in streams just as voice only. Again, it's never like a mandatory thing. And at the day, especially when it's your own channel, it's your choice whether you come on or not. Okay, Trevor, a baby powder bottle, matey. I have no idea what they're talking about for that comment. I have photographic proof of Timber's identity. Best offer gets it. Yes, you can bid too, Timber. I personally recommend WC static grass applicators. Yep. Oh yeah, Stephen B here. Richard, you don't have to show your face, but once you feel comfortable, please do, as it helps your followers to connect with you better.
Yeah.
So I think tonight has been a big thing for you, and I think you've done brilliantly. It is bizarre. I remember when we did ours with Jason, because you're being asked for questions, and again, it was still that point that, especially Rob, did we do any live streams before we joined? We had done a couple before we joined Jason's, I think, but it was still quite a new thing. And like I said, at that point before RGJ, I'd never gone in person. So I think what you're doing is like incredibly brave, You're coming on and you're being here face to face, showing us your face and everything. And, it's not something to put yourself down for. I think it's been a really good evening. And, it's given people as well a chance to connect with you a bit where you might not have felt you wanted to on your own channel. So, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and
thank you for having me.
It's nice, to get to know a bit behind the person and the channel.
Yeah.
But I do agree with that, Stephen. That's a really nice thing to say. Again, the community is his support. Mav, I always use my Dremel with extension cable to cut track nice and straight. Yeah, that's part of the reason I watch RGJ. Oh, I'm not sure what that is, Stephen. Sorry. Sean is off tonight, darling. If I haven't missed you, possibly have. Oh, where are you based? So we have just answered that one, Mav. If you have missed it, I'm sorry, darling. I need just steepish dip between two stations.
So I'm based in Nuneaton in Warwickshire. I missed the first time.
And Timber Surf, I am in Bermuda Triangle between RGJ, Finnerton and BWR Junction. I wouldn't call it Bermuda Triangle, probably a few different words, Timber, but yeah. Sorry. Trevor, no night, darling. And did I see you might be doing some coin giveaways for your members and for everyone else as well? So keep an eye out for Trevor's videos on that as well. I was off as well. Heading out nice evening. No night. Hi, darling. I'm sorry if I missed you. I can hear myself. How can I hear myself? Oh, that's weird. What have we got? No night, Martin, darling. So I'm trying to see if there's any more comments. We've got sharing of pages, which is brilliant. Chris, really, I hate pacers. Squeaky buses. Okay, I'm not soft. I'm an ardra. Clean your hands. Right, that's Unknockers Lane. Very good evening to you as well. He watches Chadwick's on how it's done. No need for more vids on the same subject. I don't know about that, Roger, because obviously people do things differently. I think, yes, you've got so many videos, it's not a chance of being seen, but I think even if somebody does the same video, how they present it might be easily understood than other people. You know, I've watched tutorial videos on things, and some just how the person's speaking, how they're doing it, it just doesn't connect with me. Where another one done by someone with, say, maybe a bit more energy or something like that, it does. So, oh, no, Mark Donegal, Dad, thank you for tuning in, darling. I know you've been lurking. But yeah, I would say to anyone, yes, you know, if there is videos, it might not be seen as much, but if that's what you want to do, it's your channel. You know, like I said, if people connect with you, then, you know, at the end of the day, it's people's choices, whether they tune in. It's like I've always said about my drawings, same kind of thing to videos, you know, at the end of the day, there's loads of people that draw, same as me, but if people are interested in mine, that's their choice. If people aren't, it's their choice. It's kind of a thing of don't let that stop you personally, obviously. I often suggest some good uses for them. Oh, no, that's not. So have we got any more questions? Kind of curious to see if I should try this. What's that, Tim? Is that getting on videos? Have we possibly convinced you to come on videos? Martin Shipman, yeah, I said good night, didn't I? Good night, all Sandman is calling. Nice watch dealer in Nuneaton. Johnson says Jimbo. The place that's in the lane that I live on is the Twilight Zone.
Jewelers, yeah, there's quite a big jeweler shop there. Mind you, if anyone's been around Nuneaton recently, it's half it's been knocked down by the local council with their big ideas to transforming Nuneaton, it's called, but it's not much transforming going on, more like turn it into a dump.
So Andy Dobson has come in, and Tim has said yes to maybe doing a stream, so let us know when you do, Tim, darling. Please do. And that's why I said, even if these little things help people, you know, to think, I'm going to have a try at it, let us know, and I'm sure we can put it out and see if we can get the support over there for you. It's always good to watch more than one way to do something. Exactly, Brian. I completely agree. You know, same thing, different way it's different put, might be different to different people. Shipment also sank on the Indian Ocean. Yeah, Andy, I've seen. Oh, that's a rumor. I'm reading something there. So yeah, stream thing, go for it, Tim. You can always turn your camera off. You know, I could do it now if I suddenly didn't want the camera, and you should still be able to hear me coming through clearly. I hope so. Or you can do it the other way around and mute yourself while the camera's up.
Jason,
you know, sorry, buddy.
Just spotted Jason from Barnum's Junction in the chat.
Very good evening, Jason. Have your ears been burning? Welcome to join us, Tim, or do your own first. Yeah, exactly. So if anybody wants to use us as their troll to live streams as well, let us know. We can do little bits. So perhaps join yours first. That's not a problem, Tim. Get in touch with us, darling, and we can arrange that. That is not a problem. What did Grace say? I don't know. I've said a lot, Bri. I kind of flag on, so I can never usually catch up with myself where the comments are. So about what, Brian? Yeah. So Jason's sending fire. But yes, I'm trying to think if I've missed anything. So your live streams, are they going to be a regular thing, or are they still at the moment when you feel like doing them? Or
well, I think I'm going to try and stick to keep on doing them on the Sunday afternoons from 3 o'clock. That's what I want to start with, and see how I'll go from there. Because I know some people do their live streams on different days, so I'm sort of kind of slotting myself in on this bit at the minute.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, you know, do you also post on the communities page?
Yes, yeah, I've started using that as well. I remember when Jason did his little shout out about my channel on there. I think he spotted that I'd been using the community tab, which I didn't spot it straight away, but then I spotted it and started using it. It's quite handy. Like the other week I did my back in, I was like, oh God, I'm not going to be able to do the filming. So I'll post it on there. So sorry, I can't do for a few days because I won't be back. But and then like the live I did the week, I think I posted on there that I'd put that on my channel as well. So yeah, it's quite a useful little tool.
It's,
That's
it's
kind of like
not
real-
well used, is it, as well?
No.
I admit we don't always see it. So it's something we always say to people, recommend checking out people's community pages, because some people do use them. And like with Richard, if he's thinking of doing a live, you'll know before the actual live that he is hoping to go live. I said live a lot in that sentence. I do apologise. Andy Dobson, what's happening in Nuneaton? They're tearing a lot of it down. The last time I was there, it was one of my bowling competitions. Grace, I like the interview idea, but I find it hard to hear your voice over the interview person. What do you mean? Is that
Different volume levels, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it could be. So we're thinking of adding mics for ours, but I don't know if that's something we can maybe speak to our experts like Jason on that. If there is a sound issue, guys, if you're hearing different, volumes, levels, please do let us know. Again, it's still something we're figuring out. So we should not
I'm using the microphones on my mobile phones. So I don't know what volume I've got my phone set at, to be honest. So it's just whatever my mobile phone volume set at.
obviously we're still getting used to that ourselves, all different settings and things. So I'm sure it's something we will take on board, Steve, and I do appreciate, darling, and we will look into it a bit more. Part of it could be obviously that I'm being a little bit more quiet because Mum is in bed, where Richard, his missus, she's going for a sleep, but you might be able to be a bit louder. I don't know. So it could be that. You're going to build up painting Grace, hand over the comments to Rob. So yes, that is a thing. I was thinking of starting. I need to nip off for the ladies. Obviously, Richard, how are you?
I'll probably nip off as well. Actually, it's the beginning of half term. I'm going to be tired myself, so I might call it a night there myself. Just before I go, one of the chaps in the chat, Andy Dobson, he's actually next town over in Bedworth. So
okay, maybe you two can meet up then.
Yeah.
It's always brilliant for that.
Yeah.
So yes, I think at that point then, so we can set that up, because I'll leave that to Rob. I will nip off for a minute. No night, Maura, darling. Yeah, so I will nip off because I can leave you to do the. No, you can set that up and then do that and do the websites, can't you? Oh, we need the charger. Bear with. Oh, where's that? Bear with, guys. I've got to go under the table.
I'm standing in full view so I don't get accused of anything.
Why is that not on either? Oh, I hate this. Is a light? There we go. There's light there. Where's the lead? It's the other phone. Tip, guys. If you're...
Not that you're showing the top of your underwear there.
Well, please cover me then. I kind of can't do a lot about that. You need the lead. Tip, guys. Make sure you charge your devices.
I've got all my phones plugged in, so they don't run out of batteries.
Oh dear. Sorry about that, guys. But yes, obviously we'll start winding it down with Richard. But Richard, thank you so much for joining us tonight, darling. It's truly appreciated. It's nice to get to know a bit more, about you, your plans for things. It's absolutely fantastic. And obviously, as a Metcalfe lover, well, I'm probably always going to be a bit biased. Don't envy the N-Gage, but one day I might have to do that myself, and I'll come to you for the tips. But thank you so much for joining us, buddy. It is truly appreciated. And if anybody's got a count on what Richard's subscribers are doing, hopefully we've got you a few more tonight as well. But it has been absolutely fantastic having you in, and thank you so much, darling.
Okay, thanks for having me.
So I'm going to add you to the basement now, just so you can sort whatever out. Send you to the basement. Oh, that sounds even. I'm going to send you to the basement.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Considering what you've just been showing on camera.
What? The little bit to bend over. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. So yes, I'm going to send you to the basement, Richard. Thank you very much for joining us, darling. A good night from us, and I'm sure a good night from everyone else. So, are you staying on for a little bit in the comments, or are you heading off?
I'm probably going to head off, actually. I think.
No worries. Well, thank you very much, darling, and good night to you as well.
Night, everyone.
Take care, darling. Night night.
Right.
How do I get this off? How do I get this off? I always forget this bit.
No, down there. No, just no on the window itself, you wall.
Oh yeah, there we go. That's done. Had to figure that out.
Now you can read the comments about you showing your back end.
Oh God, was there comments?
Yes,
Oh dear.
once there was.
Yeah, I was going to say we kind of left back to it then. Yes, I can meet. You'll see Amanda's in my collection of my trains. That'd be brilliant for you two to meet up. Grace's thoughts. All granny knickers. Thanks. I don't even know what I'm wearing today. That has like I even had to question myself then, but I don't own any granny knickers. So I was like, what am I wearing?
You'd have been safer not wearing any. And they wouldn't have seen anything, would they?
Oh, true. I wasn't looking on this guy, says Jimbo. Mav, look away. Bottoms up. Not the nicely shaped bumpy bits, though, Mark. Clark. Richard, great to meet you. So, some comments there. Look away, Dan. I got closest to the monitors and up the resolution. Thanks for coming on, Richard. Inevitable sometimes. Thanks.
This is where Mav wishes it was streamed in 4K.
Got plenty of behind the scenes exhibition work to do over the next few days. If all goes well, I hope to have a new announcement to release very soon.
Pardon the pun about behind the scenes. It is Jason, nothing I ain't already seen. He's not wrong.
Wait, it's on my back end.
I don't know, he might
Did
have
you
done.
see that?
I don't know.
I thought you saw the mountains, like the top end.
We didn't see the top of them. He didn't
No,
see
but
the
you saw
mountain.
like, the top area that was like this. But oh, I don't know. It's a good job I wasn't naked when you answered the
Mav,
phone, wasn't it?
4K and 3D.
It's really nice to see it. It's like room 101 in reverse. Fly mode, even running Deborah, live chat points can be a bonus for operating also local crossing by what sensors. Good night, Richard, with Boris. Whips and chains. Yep, exactly. That's what's in our basement. And Timber, thank you again for sharing Hillcrest thoughts there. I've been subscribed for a while. Cheers, Richard. See you in my streams or here in the chats. Nothing I ain't already seen. There we go. I'm catching up.
I have to wait for this to switch on, but when you shoot.
Okay, if only it was a
Oh,
bit warmer. Grace has already started on our exhibition work. Right, I'm going to nip off for a minute, guys. Ow. I think you're all right to be honest.
Yeah. That wasn't her best moment, was it? It was your best moment, but it wasn't her best moment.
Dancing probably are the best because there was more chance of actually seeing something.
Nothing else, Jason. If only it was a bit warmer. Yeah, Mark. Look, Grace has already started her exhibition work. But look, now we know Grace has 2 mountains. 3 even, Stephen. There's too many things being revealed in this. Yeah, tell me about it.
And have you put something in your pocket, dear?
That was
I don't know where it's gone.
what?
Later.
Brother,
Okay.
Grace has more than 2 mountains.
Excuse me?
I was going to put another layout in my basement, but I may change my plans.
No.
I know you probably didn't mean that, Chris. But Rob's in the hot seat now. Was expecting the table had been hurt by Grace's hard head. She did show a bit too much. We all had something under the desk. Yeah, and that's why I sent Grace down. And obviously, because the phone's as dead as a dead, we can't actually move on to the overhead yet. Rob, have you got something in your pocket? Are you just glad to see me? Yeah, you wish. Pardon, Grace, is there something in your pocket or is Rob excited? Yeah, it's something hard. Grace needs needing the lighter for her toilet visit. Run, Rob, it's going to blow. Yeah, that's a good point. Just go and stand there with a lighter and flick it, burn all my hair off, this is coming off anyway. Yeah, so I hope everybody enjoyed that in with Richard there. And like we said to Tim, we'd welcome anybody else that wants to come in another time, because it's about, again, like we've always said, it's about paying it forward. Jason did it for us. So we're trying to do it for everybody else. I'm going to put an S&M dungeon in instead. Possibly too much information there, Chris. And there's Mum walking over the back. You're right, and the pussycat as well. Good call, Chris. I'll watch your lives too then. Yeah, probably too much information up you there as well, man. I thought you only had eyes for Grace. Now you want to see Chris's dungeon as well. Maybe swing both ways. That's up to you, bud. Chat with Richard, very interesting. Yeah, he's a good bloke. As Grace said, we met him in Book of Models. We were all in there shopping, and then we got to sort of know each other, and then we realised that he had an even bigger issue with Metcalf than Grace did. I made a walnut for to show the shelf layout in the building room. Very much to the annoyance of Tommy, who wanted the shelf I'm using. Oh dear. Of course, with Grace as a special guest star. No crawling back now, please, ma'am. You enjoyed it. Brilliant. That's great. As I said, it's getting the smaller channels up. If that's what we can do. Because that's what was done for us almost a year to the... What was it? Was it end of March, beginning of April, Jason? That you actually gave us a shout out, and then we ended up going live on your live stream. Usually when Grace goes under the table, the poor table takes a beating from her head. This is very true. This is very true. But yeah, anybody else gives a shout. Or if you want to recommend somebody, as long as they're reasonably familiar with StreamYard, you don't have to have an app. You don't have to do it on the computer. You can do it on your phone. And you just enter it through a code. It's plain and simple. I only crawl with a decent collar and mask and Grace holding the leash. Yeah, Mav, you definitely are in dreamland. You really are. You must have hit your head on the desk. That and wishful thinking. Under the table and a beating. Love it. Yeah, you guys are really showing your dark side right now, don't you? You know this is a Frame channel, not an S&M channel. This is your fault, Chris. You started this about dungeons. I'm sharing it. Thank you very much. Yeah, if we've got time, I mean, we do want to do. Grace wants to do some work tonight, but I suppose we could have someone in besides it. Go to the EAS alert tornado horns. Map dark, more murky side, but live our lives on the edge of the gutter. Yeah. A DCC dungeon, says Chris.
I'm still talking about the dungeon.
I would fly over 3-year-old in the room, bit of pain. Any dragons?
Ooh.
Only this one. What? You're poking my bad shoulder. What? Right.
I can't even remember when that started.
Horror. I'm totally with you there, Brian. The absolute horrible.
This isn't charging. Not well enough.
I can show you my black cat in the collar with a broken bulb if you want me to join. If you want to join up with us, Timber, that's absolutely fine. As I said, Grace will start hers when this
Coming to life
has
now.
actually come to life. So if you want to chat whilst Grace is doing some work as well, you'd be more than welcome to. DCC Dungeon is my fantasy place. This is getting seriously dark. Brian would only visit a DC dungeon now. Brian would visit. Oh, you've had a tornado alert.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus, that ain't good.
I'm going to have to give this a minute or two because I imagine once I put the app on, it's going to suck the power of it more, isn't it? Top tip, make sure you charge your devices.
Dragons are always a must. Anyway, how's the shoulder? I know you're dismissed from the doctors. Yeah, it's all physio now, mate. All physio. Whips and change. Kentucky is a part of Tornado Valley. Oh, Jesus. So you've actually had a tornado warning then? Map. In fact, I'm considering adding a large dragon onto my layout. No, you're just copying Mum and Son Train rail bands.
Yeah, theirs is awesome.
That section, the castle section on there is gorgeous. Mind you, so is their latest creation with the Willy Wonka.
Willy Wonka, yeah.
I'm sure you've had enough of me on this Saturday, Robin Grace. Don't be daft. Right, do you want any touch? Don't you? Work, keep safe. I'm gonna Google this.
What?
You better tell me to. If I can spell it right. Will you lay it, hold up under Dragon Seat map? The air rights. Oh, the air. Raymond, if you vanish in the chat, that's absolutely fine, mate. I understand if you have to shoot off. Fingers crossed you get through it. Okay. I know you've got probably more than used to it. So where are you from, Raymond? Because I'm just sticking my nose in. I don't mean like town or anything like that. There's just a state. Was it? Did I read Kentucky? Glendale is Paul and Williams. It's not copying Skyrim Dragon Lair. It's Dragon Mind. Mrs. really doesn't like it. One pulses with short pulse of intense input, finished with a complete satisfaction. Oh, that sounds painful, Jimbo. Brian, get Dorothy ready. Cracking film. Absolutely cracking film. Realism wise, I'm not sure.
Usually we just get a lot of rain.
Yeah. Nice choice of words there, Robert. You disappear after shoot up, man. Sorry. Not nice, that. No, it's. We know that if he does have to shoot off, then it's literally like disappearing down the storm shelter, isn't it? Tennessee, Virginia. Oh, yeah, I've got it. 2300. 2241 to 2300. Henry, Kentucky, Jefferson, Kentucky, Oldham, and Shelby. Yeah, just seen that. Only running when it's bedtime, Kansas. Andy Dobson. Hi, Tim. Oh, Tim's shooting up, is he? Good night. Yeah, no night, Tim. So bear in mind, if you want to come into one of our streams, you're more than welcome.
Let us know.
Even the rain, anyway. Me, I would love to do a week storm chasing in Tornado Valley. Dorothy is in Twitter. Yeah, I know the one you meant, mate. I did get the reference. Usually we just get the rain and the wind flying. Model Rail Crew, thank you very much, Mark. You want to take back over?
What's that, Jim? That's the problem. I don't want to start it and then it dies.
No, I've got to deal with this while you're still talking because I've got to put the reference in, haven't I?
Usually it comes up really good. It seems to recognise it. If it dies.
No, only because I typed it in before.
Ah.
It doesn't recognise anything, Grace.
Oh, okay. This is why I don't deal with it. She's gone by the doorway. No free steaks in Raymond. Raymond may have to design a mini twister for the layout. I usually keep an eye on YouTuber called Grindhole for Tornado Watch. I'm gutted, no reason for a donation tonight. Huh?
Who? What am I?
Jimbo.
No reason for a donation.
Yeah, that's what you put.
Someone asking for a donation?
I have no idea. It was one of the bills, Brian. Hi, ma'am. She's gone straight up. The Wicked Witch just melted. I'm guessing it's raining and melting. So I'm going to keep Hillcrest Halts up for now. Timber, did you say you were thinking of joining? Gonna head off, having an early night. I'll be knackered. No worries, Jace. I will chat with you tomorrow, buddy. Over a couple of things, if that's all right. As long as I remember, because I'm awful at remembering. Where is my Norabati or whatever she's frigging called?
What is Norabati?
Because I'm just wondering why she's gone. I'm not going to do her, but
You're not going to do Norabati.
I'm just wondering where she's gone. So yes, the next one I'm thinking of doing is the village shop.
You're going to the old one?
Yeah. Is there?
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
I said, where's my blade? Because I can't do it if I haven't got my blade.
Someone may have screenshotted.
Screenshotted what?
You bending over.
Oh dear. You?
Nope.
Does Mum drink? Like us, she's not a big drinker, but okay, Jason. Anthony Dodge, very good evening, darling. How are you? Hope you're keeping well across the pond. Grace does Dorothy. I need my red glittery shoes. Hey, I wonder if they're flex and flexible. They're there.
I'm constrained.
Let me know when you're done.
No, you can carry on talking and just talk to me.
Oh, I'm with you. Oh, my blade's right in front of me. Oh, where's my ruler? In the shed. Damn. I'll have a look in a minute. Grace, have you finished any of the Metcalf yet? So I have. Obviously, some of them it's just weathering, but until we now know where it's going on the layout, I can't really weather it up because if it's a newer area, then I don't want to weather it too much. But if it's going into like a dirty area, then it will be. So I can't really go ahead with weathering at the moment, purely because it depends where it's going on the layout. I was actually weirdly thinking about that as I was falling asleep last night. But like I said, I just already know the placement of things. So I've got I'm getting low on Metcalf kits as such because it's like retaining walls and things like that. But hopefully once we're in the shed more, looking at it more, things will pick up again. Oh.
Do you want to put the mic over to this one?
Yeah, bear with me, guys.
Mute them all.
How are we doing for sound, guys? I've got to turn this off. Right, proper sound check. And now that I've done that, so yes, it is. We're a bit late.
Wait, someone's just woke up.
She's just woken up. So Mum came down without the dog. So yes, it is the village shop and cafe. Come on then. Hello. Hello, pretty girl. Go on,
You go to
go
the toilet,
toilet.
you're going to bed.
Go toilet. Every time in life, you just want to be on as well, don't you? Go wee wees. So yes, it is the one that you can put as a post office village shop. I've not properly looked in the kit. This one is hopefully going in the same place that's planned.
again, with the TMD and everything, it did change plans. But this is one that I am hoping is going exactly where we did plan for it. Oops, I'm done for. Why is that, Bri? Did you get the screenshot?
Excuse me, I found references to why Jimbo mentioned. Apologise to him, please. I've not looked at the phone.
Jimbo, thank you. I'm kind of like, no, he's literally just done it.
Oh, has it come through now?
Oh, thank you, Jimbo, darling. I've just realised that's showing the whole thing because that's cameras up. But thank you, sweetheart. I was just like, thank you very much, darling. That will obviously go into bits for the layout. I don't know what we need next. It's as yeah. Well, I don't know what we need to get. That's the problem. Yeah, if they still do them. So I'm going to switch this one off now, guys. Go to the overheads. Turn that, remove that, and then we will go to this. And get a light here as well.
Coach house or coaching or whatever it is, possibly.
So village shop and cafe. This is wonky. It needs a tighten. Giggity. Barney said you were going. Who's Barney? Is Joyce watching the weather? So Anthony, what's your weather like? Because I know we've just had another American with the on tornado watch. Grace can't do anything naughty. Donate 1p, Jimbo. Then, unfortunately, £1 is minimum. Andrew Shortbread Express is in. Very good evening, darling. Nasty stuff is south of us. Well, hope you guys keep safe as well. Obviously, it's one thing over here we don't have, but I do hope you enjoy. Stay safe as well, buddy.
Yeah, Raymond may just shoot up.
Yeah.
He may just vanish.
Anthony's coming as well, and he's across the pond as well, isn't he? So.
Oh, okay. What's the same warnings?
No, it's he said it's gonna. We're fine now. We'll get rough later. Nasty stuff is south of us, so.
I might drop Sharon a message.
Yes, I always misplace my measuring tools when I need them. Yeah, well, I found it the other day after couldn't see it here, and it turns out that it had managed to get its way into a shed. I just saw something about ramp. I don't think this has a ramp now. No, it's steps. Possibly could be something we could put in, but I would have to.
They weren't very wheelchair friendly in the 80s.
No. What's the Metcalf kit you want? And I don't actually know, Dan, because we've not been in the layout properly. Because we're not doing as much on the layout, and obviously we've had a big change with the TMD. I think our next step is getting the TMD sorted, the buildings for that, and that's when we're going to obviously then properly decide what kind of more we can build up to, because obviously a lot of the town has moved to the extension, so a lot of it is changing. Just sirens, wind and rain, Rhymer. Oh, good sound check. Thank you, guys. Adrian Cooney as well. Good evening, darling. Actually, I think you find 99p gets customers satisfied. Just Stephen B. We all donate a penny will only be 30p. Now, that's good now. Grace 5 by 5. No, £1 cents. They have Alexa in their house. It's spying on them. Yep. Split screen, that's better. So did you actually like seeing me then? Because I'm like, well, I'm not looking at it. It was very briefly very echoey, but all good now. Yeah, I kept sound on the Mac. That was my fault. Betty's beckoning, says Timber. No night, Timber, darling. And Hermitage Road Pete as well. Good night to you as well, darling. I know it's starting to get later and it is midweek. Go wee wee. Now that sounds familiar. Are you off as well, Jimbo, for your refill? Hit that like button, please, if you haven't already. Thank you, Flymo. Ciao for now. Nanite Timber. Hopefully, I've seen this before you've gone. Only beaten by now. Deleted country station. Do love a split screen idea. So yeah, we're hoping to really use the effects of StreamYard in the summer when we're in the layout, because it means that we can you know, have me doing something and Rob possibly doing something. So hopefully that one is really going to come in use in the shed. The interesting one to try will be the airbrushing. Just desperate to get out in the shed, because I do know that we can't do as much as we usually would there. You know, it'd be a day of Metcalf and then day of actually building stuff on my layout, not just painting little bits. So you didn't want to focus. So I know things like this can get a bit tedious sometimes. So who else? And you should try and get content in your shop. 30 people get somewhere towards a new kit. I might do one day, Roman. What Metcalf did you mention earlier that you wanted? Oh, there's nothing really at the moment, Dan. Honestly, it's just not knowing what's in store with this kit. Hello, Simon. Double HO. Yeah, so I had the plan for this. It's already been on the layout of where that's going to go, and hopefully it's going to create a little scene. But now we've got the TMD area, it might have changed it slightly. We've still got to work it out, but I hope to use this even if it changes location with the idea that I had. And Shortbread Express, Andrew, Robin Grace, much love. And Shortbread, a £2 super chat. Thank you so much, darling. Sticking with double O for now, same as me. I ain't going Brian unless you are. Oh dear. So if we missed anyone else coming in, I'm off in 6 minutes, another stream to watch. It's a monthly Thomas waffle. No worries, Dan. I'm seeing this just before you head off. Send a night to you as well. I've done that kit, made it into a pub, said John W. I suppose you could as well. Now that's another thought. Because you can even now, I know a local village to us, they actually have a little shop in the pub. So you've actually given me an idea there, to be honest. That actually has given me an idea, but I don't know. It could be that the other kit that we're replacing it with, I do that. So, well, to be honest, Grace, it's been boxed up the last 3 years with all the other Metcalf buildings. I just thought it had a ramp. Would be nice, but like Rob said, I suppose when these were all made, things for people with wheelchairs and that weren't really thought of, were they? Just thinking, I saw a load of Metcalf kits included models last week. Honestly, there's no point getting things at the moment that we just don't know we're going to use. Grace, it's a while after you asked, but the split screen was perfect. No, it's fine. By the time I get to read it, it's always after I've said it. For the split screen, let's turn it on again then. I might sometimes turn it off, but if you guys want to see it as well, we love to see you while you work. It feels more personal, and I'm not being naughty when I say that, so careful of the mountains. Yeah, yeah, a good angle with a split screen. Along with my 3-year-old grandson, we are trying to convince Brian to go DCC. Leamington Station. Very good evening, Graham. I hope you're keeping well, darling. Jimbo, anyone can convert me to DCC as long as they pay for the equipment I need. Yeah. Aaronville, hello all. Funny enough, I mentioned 10-pin bowling tonight. Just got back from 10-pin bowling, 176 average tonight. Have I missed much? And what are you building now? Nice one on the average. They've said about having the camera on. Are you happy with that? Or yeah. I'm just checking because obviously
You don't show your underwear again.
no, I just think you'd rather not. So I'm having a go at the Village Shop and Cafe. I've got an idea in this for the place. Let's see how it goes. But obviously we've had Hillcrest Halt in tonight. So with you missing that, I would definitely recommend popping back at some point to the beginning of the stream, and you'll get to know a little bit about Hillcrest Halt Richard as well. So Brian will see a consult next week to possibly go her, see how Graham. Oh, Rob's got that. I'm the same. Are you happy going back to the comments now while I start this, or?
Yeah, go for it.
It's called Grace's Mountains View. I've actually caught up with the comments, but it means I can catch up now while Rob
Gracie's
is.
Other Mountains.
Yeah. Now, didn't someone call them a moon when I showed it before?
You showed it before.
Yeah, when I stood up or something, wasn't it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Was it William? Start with the windows and the glazing. Yeah, so I know this is an older kit, but by the looks of it, they have redone this lately into the newer types of instructions. So it's got a date on it. So yeah, this is saying 2011, but I know for sure that these instructions were not like this in 2011. So I'm pretty sure that this is obviously they've changed the instructions as time's gone on, and you know it's all the old writing as well. So it definitely looks like it's newer instructions that have been popped in.
Roger, at the moment I'm making Kingsway car kits. Better choice for city buildings, tram stations, 6 different builds based on the real ones. Cool.
Shot right. Oh, it's a thick glazing again.
It's bring your own Jimbo. Says Brian.
Right. I don't think this would take too long to build once you get the windows done, you know.
This is you we're talking about.
Problem is,
Don't.
I'm holding my chest.
It's not your chest that I'm worried about, but
I thought I had a ruler.
John W. I'm up to upset the neighbours again and let the dogs out. Then off to bed. Good night all. See you next week. Good night, John. Sleep well, buddy. Thanks for coming in.
I need to bring my ruler back in, don't I? Because I kind of need that for the glazing. Oh dear. We've not got a ruler inside, have we? Because I put that other one in the shed. Be prepared, guys, which I never am.
Oh, I couldn't get one.
Thank you.
Mm,
Love us.
the second word you're looking for is off.
Your trainers aren't there, are they?
I don't know.
No, they're there. Because I put them on as my flippers.
Pingu.
My flippers, I was Pingu.
Where?
Over there. So my lovely assistant is going to go and get me my ruler. Thanks, Jimbo. I'm looking at what's next to you. So yeah, Grace, which marker pen to use to colour the white card edges? So I actually haven't yet, but I do have watercolour pencils. I've seen a lot of people say different things. People use felt tips, but I was thinking of going as well when I come to the weathering point, because when I did things like the viaduct, not the aqueduct, the weathering powders when I was weathering actually covered up those edges anyway. So I'm half thinking first to see how I'm going to weather them up and possibly just use for weathering powders. You know, I've got a very fine makeup brush, so it will, you know, spread easy and it's not quite compact. But I found that weathering powders actually work quite well. If not, I've got watercolor pencils, but I've been told to be very careful to not use, pardon me, too much water. Thanks, Adam. Shame we're all living so far apart. Otherwise, we could do a meet up for RGJ bowling club night. Well, there's a cook-off that's supposed to happen as well. Was it with Trevor Stubbs and Mr. Grimm? I'm sure last year we said about that. My mum was like, it's fine, but bring your own. I should have a PDF. Yes, I believe you can get their PDFs online as well. But what I mean is, with it being a 2011 kit, the instructions were not like this in 2011 at all. Where this is the newer set of instructions, it's more simply where the basic ones 2011, you didn't have any of this printed. It wasn't pictures, it was just literally basic drawings of it like that, basically, even for bits that were bricks. So it got a little bit confusing. So they have changed it. little bit. I used to bowl straight the arrows at Island of the Key. Even the guy who ordered our lanes was a great texter, always consistent every evening. I was reactive ball. I never realised you bowled though, Jimbo. Yeah. Bear with me.
No, it's fine.
No, it's on the floor. It's just hot. Bear with me, guys.
That's what you mean. I mean it.
You started it. You started it. They're loving this. You started it. You started it.
Great. Go sit down. I got you a good one there as well.
You started it. So, Grace needed the ruler to Grace can roll. Yeah, exactly. I try not to use any water on my gin. Get some white tipped inevitable marker pens. I get by just with black and brown. Annoyingly, Metcalf don't do blue brick tunnels. No, that is a shame, isn't it? Smacking, Grace said Mav. Fight, said Mark. Does this continue? Don't put your poorly paw out like you think that's going to change anything.
My poor. That's me foot.
That's what happens when you trip over yourself. Yes, you're right, Jimbo. It's nice to straight bowling to 4. Better spares to pick up. Yes. The reactive curve fingertip bowling reduces splits.
Andrew's shooting up.
No, night, Andrew, darling, and thank you for your super chat tonight as well. My niece uses watercolor pencils. Yes, so I have watercolor pencils as well. Violence, mayhem, and I didn't bring popcorn, says Anthony Dodge. Guys, shall we continue this? Having dual camera, Grace, is great. You can see you and Rob muck about, not just the desk. I can see you in the mirror.
In the camera, dickhead. Yeah, we'll bleep that one out. £10 cake fine for Rob. That's your fault.
That's not my fault.
Get on with the build.
They're rather enjoying this, I think. That.
I use my hand.
I use my ruler.
Ruler.
My ruler. Sugar. Oh no. Abuse! 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 Ow! You hit hard. I wasn't hitting you that hard. Give it back. Give it back. Oh, I have to be careful of the edge. Sharp. Stop it. Did you just hit yourself in the head there? You just hit yourself in the head. What's that, guys? Is that karma? Please tell me you saw that. Oh, with the super chats tonight, Rob will use towards a hard hat. He ain't getting one.
Grace needs one.
Dawn for
Grace can
Grace.
use it for a step ladder.
And there she goes. This is rather fun, unique live stream. Now, kiddies play nice. RIP monetization. Yep.
And it's Rob's fault. I do apologise about that.
Fight. When a fight has nothing to lose. Let's be honest, you guys come for the violence, for mayhem, and all the mistakes.
Not many white card edges to colour on my twisted card kits. A lot have wraparound brick paper. That's handy.
Well, I have seen actually a lot of people, even with Metcalf kits, have used some of like these wraparound brick papers to change it. They've used the Metcalf kit as the base, and then they've customised with their own brick paper.
But Metcalf should address it at source.
Yes, I think they should make variable bricks, because you've either got the red brick or the grey brick. Nothing in between.
No, they should sort it at source so there's no white edges.
Well, but that's something obviously that people, it's great to see you two having fun. Got to love the chaos during the stream. More mistakes, more real life. Well, they don't televise boxing much, and we do miss the wrestling. See, Better than Saturday night TV, yeah.
Jesus, we ought to televise our live stream our play fights.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, but
Tonight stream we have a thong sighting, a big fight breaks out, and an attempt to build a mech car.
yeah,
It sounds like a good book, doesn't it?
it does actually. On tonight's news.
Jimbo, proud to see the use of internet data streaming has been put to good use. Always, Jim, always. That's the only problem now with having the dual cameras, isn't it? They can actually see it.
Yeah, and I'll be able to see you sneak up on me. Even though I've got a mirror there as well, so I can see
Are we
you through
about to
that.
see witness Grace getting murdered live?
No chance. It's him going under the patio.
Right.
No chance. Well, at least people can't say that, like when people were, worried that you were choosing what I wear and things like that. They're under no impression that I will fight for myself.
No. I'm not choosing. I'm supposed to tell you what to wear.
You tell me what to wear.
Apparently so.
Ruler will come out again. And like we said, guys, we've always tried to be real.
Simon's slowing the chat up as a thong sighted question mark.
Oh yes, he's only just come in apparently. Instead of WWE, we get RGJ.
So,
No night,
best.
Adrian, darling.
Good night, Adrian. You take care, buddy. This is where Simon goes and hits rewind.
Yep.
rapidly.
Anybody got a timestamp?
Separate the common language wrestling. I should remember that. No, it's always as Adrian. Aaron, your Metcalf building is real fun. Mine will be boring. And fun. Will yours involve fighting?
Both fighting and your views will go up tenfold.
I'm not feeling the love here. Everybody's betting on you to win.
Yes. Yeah, but the problem is when we do play fight, I have to be nice on you because of your shoulder. Yeah, and now your ankle.
Yeah, Simon, Grace decided to bend down under the desk earlier to fetch something, and she managed to show the back of her underwear.
Yes. That's what you were supposed to protect me.
I'm sure somebody will cut it into a short.
Probably. Probably, dear.
You have to remember that
Sort
us male
myself out
members are always inferior to the female members of our lives. Not in this house.
Huh? I miss that.
Jimbo creeping at you.
I completely agree, Jimbo, darling. This is why I love you. Meanwhile, someone
you love
else.
Jimbo, you'll make Matt jealous.
Well, he's saying the right things. As someone once said, being married, it's just knowing the right things to say. So, and that was a male that said that to me. That was my brother from another mother, actually.
They're just creeping because they want a rerun.
Yeah, true. Well, I don't need to bend down for anything more, so.
RGJ trains +1. Aaronville, in that case, I'm going to watch this from the start. Wait till Aaronville, wait till we hit the monetization on them, then hit watch it from the start. We earn that. Apart from the bit where I swore.
Does that mean if people watch the same bit repeatedly, will that eventually add up as well?
No.
Damn. They missed a trick with that.
Jimbo, I know what it takes to have a peaceful life.
You've got a strong-headed woman just like me.
Oh, Mav's going to share you.
Oh,
No, you're saying help, that makes you a tart.
I am a tart. I found it. It's a
It's
song.
also knowing the right things not to say.
Yep, Anthony, that's some very well experienced married man there.
Okay, Windy Miller's cottage that I sent to you started life as a Metcalf Lights, like a total smash and kit bash for a comp. And it's amazing, Roger.
No way. So, you don't like Metcalf, but you kind of gave us Metcalf for a layout.
I thought it was a Dayport one or something.
I didn't realise it was Metcalf.
No, I didn't.
I did not. You wouldn't think that, but again, it just shows how stable they are. I wouldn't have thought that.
Stephen B, I should know Grace. 46 years and still learning. Oh, Simon's found it. Jimbo, we are inferior. We just never play sometimes and have to play the game. Oh, we aren't inferior. We just know our place and sometimes have to play the game.
Value your life. Who does all the cooking? Well, woman, what should you value? Your life.
Alan Reynolds. I haven't had the ruler since I was at primary school. Mrs. Playford used to dish it out to all the naughty boys. Me, one of them. I always used to have the ruler.
Oh dear. You're a very naughty boy.
He's not a naughty. No, he's.
Yeah,
No, he's not the Messiah. He's just a very naughty boy.
yeah, I just couldn't remember it.
And trains to cross-dressing, apparently.
Huh? Who mentioned cross-dressing?
Raymond.
Unless I've hidden something well all these years.
Chris, DCC pitting a 7F is a pain in the bum. Oh,
Don't envy you.
Flymo. I love my wife a lot because she said so.
Do you love me?
No. Roger, Metcalf kit was a freebie in the model rail mag.
Talking of Metcalf kits, they put a post up today that they are again releasing kits with which magazine is it? They did post it on their page. So they're giving away a free kit again. No idea what it is. We probably won't get it because they never bring up this way. But
Anthony Dodge, 37 years this June, together almost 41. Well, this yours won't be that long, guys.
how do you know?
I'll be dead by then.
No, you won't. I won't let you.
Jimbo, Grace, I do all the cooking, I love it. Susan B. I cook not too much, but I do try.
Oh, did
I
you have a
will
lovely
walk
day,
on.
by the way, Stephen?
Rogers just said there's a free Metcalf kit this month in Model Rail Mag.
I couldn't remember which magazine it was.
Aaron built a cook myself. Make a great spaghetti bolognese. Also lots of portions, so eating is cheap. Alan Reynolds. I had a blackboard rubber thrown at my head across the class by a very grumpy teacher from Wales. Missed and hit someone behind me after a duck. My teacher never used to miss. My form teacher, he never used to mess with the blackboard rubber.
Well, that's just because you're always in trouble.
And I was just saying, he was deadly with it. 15 years in August, says Mark.
Oh,
Adam, I must use that as an excuse to go into town. Time I have new reading material. Well, depending on what kit it is, it might be worth buying the magazine.
yeah. That's what I mean. But like I said, I don't think problem is I don't know if we'll be able to get it. Because wasn't there one they gave out a kit, but it was only certain places had.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't available around here.
No. So it could
The
be.
XS and DJR 280 background would have quick performance with tiny screws on the tender.
Oh.
I
Good.
think by the looks of it, the rail and the model cover meant. Does it, Simon, does it give a hint what the kit might be? And its availability.
Yeah. Because that's what everyone discussed when it came out last time, wasn't it? I think by their picture of how many boxes of Metcalf there is going to be more editions, where last time I believe it was literally 10 or something stupid kits had sent out. There wasn't that many. Probably for their subscribers and then a few magazines. Which is a shame because I imagine they're like, I don't know, like special kits for the magazine. So we've been together 8 years, just not married yet.
The way you're going, never.
God help me. Where I'm going?
Yeah.
The way I'm going?
Get beaten now.
Who started it?
You did.
Oh. I think you need to take your memory looked at, Sonny Jim.
Adam, we had one teacher did that with a blackboard chalkboard duster, otherwise a fine collection of whiteboard pens. Aaron, in the real old days, my dad said that the maths teacher in the first lesson said to every student, hold out your hands, and the teacher went round everyone and hit the hands soundly with a ruler.
Ew.
Jesus. Oh, no, that was what was said on the box. Oh, so They haven't kind of released what it is. that
No.
they're doing.
Well, it's not. When is they releasing it? Didn't they say June or something stupid? Might be getting that wrong, but
Chris. Okay, I've been struggling to hear what people are saying tonight. I thought my hearing was gone. Turns out I have YouTube probably about a third.
we may or may not have done that before.
Raymond Legs. It's a shame there's no Hachette trains in the US.
I don't even know what those are.
Aaron, then the teacher said that's what you will get if you don't listen to me. We all listen to every math lesson.
Nice.
Stephen Beach serves me right for picking April 1st to get married. You meant you didn't get that it was an April Fool's joke. Craig, our teachers used to be lethal with the dusters and throwing them in misbehaved. Yeah, mine was.
Sorry, I'm too young, guys.
Yeah, bring back corporal punishment.
Instead, my maths teacher, bless her heart, bought us for massive Toblerones when she went abroad.
What?
Toblerones.
What? What, Greg?
I don't care.
What did she buy?
Do I look like I care right now?
Answer me.
Toblerones.
Okay. I just wanted to hear
Well,
you.
what are they called
I just-
then?
I just wanted to hear you say it wrong 3 times.
What are they called? What are they called?
I just want to keep saying it.
What are they called? What are they called?
I'll be railed in.
Good evening, Richard and New Junction. Inverted Popes. I've gone blank on. No, it's not Inverted Popes, is it? Oh, New Junction. I've gone blank on your name. I'm going to have to go to the book.
Getting hit with a ruler, you get cut 6 inches, and the teacher asked how deep was the cut. Chris, and so I reset it to 0. Wondered why I couldn't hear anything.
Oh, it is Richard. So we both got both
Chris
Richards.
is not having any luck tonight
Why?
with the volume control.
Oh dear.
Aaron, sadly now teachers now threaten and hit by the students, and the teachers can't now do anything about leaving the profession.
Yep.
Same with all professions, buddy.
Yeah, the way it's treated, the kids aren't the problem anymore. It's the teachers. I'm kind of glad I never went to working with children now.
And everybody's offended.
Oh yeah.
Now, welcome to the evening punch-up. Adam, I heard that look that time I was searching for something. Spagbo was never a traditional Bologna recipe. It started with tagliatelle. Somehow it's now known as spagbo. Is it not a traditional dish? Not that Italy is my favourite.
Yeah, they tagliatelle is apparently better for the flavour or something, isn't it?
And it's supposed to have meatballs,
Yes.
not minced beef. I keep saying that.
Well, you go and make the meatballs then. I've got to admit, though, you like my spag bol.
Can I ask you a favour?
Go on.
Could you take the link to Hillcrest Hall off the screen?
Oh, that one much, does he? Where's that? Banners. Oh, might as well put this up. Actually, if those haven't seen it, WW Scenics discount, not for use on sale items or any others for first time use. If you haven't used it, feel free to use that against your purchase at WW Scenics.
Stephen B. I chose no, I'll be real. A bit of Richard confusion here. There's a lot of confusion here.
There's two Richards that have come in.
Stephen B. I chose April Fool's Day on the purpose as a joke. My wife agreed to it because I know everyone remembers it.
What date are we going to get married?
All the teachers that I had were near retirement were Karens. Nice. I'll be real. When I was born, I found out why I wasn't getting more strikes or spares. The problem was me. You know you're not using that magnifier.
Yeah.
Why have you got it so close to your head?
I don't know.
You have to move it a little bit back.
Could it what?
It's a bit down.
Problem is, if I move it too far away, it's for light. That's the other issue.
Jimbo, the top of my freezer in the garage has about 20 jars of homemade tomato sauce ready for use. That's why it doesn't go in, just to give you you ought to try Roger's
Chili.
chili sauce. Oh my god. Yeah, if anybody remembers Roger sending me his homemade chili, he said I had to try a bit on the live on the video. My god.
Talk about hot stuff.
Alan Reynolds. I lived in Italy and worked there for 4 years in the 80s.
Oh wow.
We've got an opening. Well, I've got an opening, but
Yep. Are we ever gonna go?
Hmm?
Are we ever gonna go?
I said I've got an opening, but
So you're gonna go abroad, first time ever, without me.
to another woman's place.
He's really valuing his life tonight, isn't he, guys?
That's just saying.
No. No, because then it's there. That's the issue. Right.
And now that's in the big in the
See? Can I now put it back to where it was?
Andy's shooting up.
Then Andy, darling. I'm assuming you are live on Sunday. I think we popped in, but obviously didn't make it back, so I do apologise. I've still got to watch it.
Now, Rob, if you want it hot, then try. Yeah, I'm not even going to try and say that name now. Jimbo. I used to work for an Italian company regarded as the largest automation company in the world. We have a factory near Imola.
Tabuki.
Okay.
Tabuki? Tabuki? I don't know.
My former teacher once said that she was a committed bachelor in a gown and going down corridors looking for Ellie and Ethan Sale. But she was very kind to us little brothers, and I remember her with fondness.
I actually had some really good teachers, to be fair.
Indeed. I'll say we've had a lot of ups and downs, but we've always been happy with our choice to be married and still enjoy each other.
Oh, I don't know about enjoying this one. It's quite testing at times.
Well, thankfully, I'm nowhere near my third marriage.
You said yes when I asked you.
Yeah, it could be a very long engagement. Craig. Rob is like bowling, gets lots of strikes but very few spares. Yeah, no one's always has to end up playing with my own balls.
Right, Marula's really coming out now.
You got to admit that was quick.
You want me to play with your balls, or Marula? I can introduce you.
That was quick. You've got to
I can introduce you. What was that, Flint?
Would anybody here be interested in any of the following backfin items? Yeah, that means nothing to me, sorry. I don't know what they are. Irish 66, especially on grace.
Huh?
Jimbo, any strike with grace is worth 300.
Oh.
You still run young Grace, you do. Well, you are. I found out why at 10-pin bowling I wasn't getting many strikes as far as I should have.
Huh?
Aaron, you've already said that once.
Is it repeating my comments again?
I don't know. Or have I already read it out once?
No, you literally have read it out. You kind of skip by it that far.
No, I don't think so.
Weird. It's
Unless I
repeat.
jump forward.
No, you can't have jumped forward because it was that many comments ago.
No, it just said apologise. Making me think I was crazy then, Aaron.
Oh, you should have made him think he was crazy. Well, he is, but he just doesn't want to admit it.
So good you have to say it twice. Or so bad you have to say it twice.
I just think of a Madagascar film that. Modo Modo, so good you have to say it twice. Oh, is it the second one? Oh God, what have I just started?
Aaron, go cranking over.
It reminds me actually, King Julian hasn't been in, has he?
Aaron, that's the third time. You're not having a look at your keyboard tonight, Aaron.
Oh dear. Shop. Right, we're almost done with cutting out the glazing, guys.
Could have done that off screen.
Oh yeah, and that's the first bit you need to do. I should have set this camera up earlier, to be fair.
Right.
And just fiddled around while Richard was talking and that, and then the boring bit would have been done.
Alan Reynolds, a little Italian light women in cars. Tutti bella.
I've never actually been.
I'll let you know. Aaron, clear the clipboard first. Aaron, are we going to make that into a shop pub or pub grease?
Well, I don't know. Was it Mav that said about a pub? So now I'm kind of like, because I actually said one of the little villages around here.
Well, I don't mind. He managed to send that without attaching the rest of it again.
Weirdly, we do actually have a few pubs here with a little shop inside, don't we, dear? So I'm now half tempted to
No, we
rethink.
have one, and it's not inside it. It's in a separate building.
Well, what do you want with kids' play area? Would a pub be better or would a shop be better? No, at the top end we could use a shop there, couldn't we, really? No, it's going to be a shop. Got to be a shop. So, too close for workmen then otherwise. Oh dear, I've just thrown a piece of glaze in there. Oh, Jesus. Don't look.
All of them are looking now.
And I made sure I held myself.
Just show the grass wrap instead.
Where? The blue? That's a top.
They might think it's a grass wrap.
Oh, you mean like the live stream where I was wearing the nude colour and it looked like I had no top on?
Simon Trains throwing a piece of glazing. That's a pain.
Ha, 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 ha.
That's not bad, Jim. I'll tell it goes, Jimbo. We'll try and watch that. This year we finished 15 weeks out of 18 teams. So we'll get some cash. Go try hard next season. I think that's pretty bloody respectable, right?
That ain't bad. Why do you need to upgrade your balls then, Aaron? Is that what that is? Why you need more cash?
That's a bit insulting, telling him he's got to upgrade his balls.
Depends how old they are. Or you can just get them resurfaced.
That sounds painful.
It's probably a nice sensation, actually. Gets a nice massage and...
Got to get polished.
Yeah.
Licked.
Well, I don't know about that process, but... Building A.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just having a look at the link that Mine was just shit.
And what link is that, dearest?
Aaron says, yes, you're right, Grace. Need a better spare ball. I'm a bit greedy.
My best was my Peekaboo, surprisingly. Used it for years, and that's what actually got me my 289, surprisingly. But it was out of league, unfortunately, so the lanes were not oiled at all. So that's the reason I did it how I did it with a Peekaboo.
We have oil balls.
No, the lanes. There's different patterns of oils, and just when you go to a normal bowling alley, America, it is slightly different. They have more passion for it over there.
I think
But-
oil in the balls sounded better.
but- They don't get oiled, so your balls tend to move more than they do on oiled lanes sometimes.
I think oil balls sounds more nicer.
Not about your balls moving, that doesn't sound nice. Fine, I'll take note of that. I will remember that.
Jimbo, in all 3 years that I bowled, I only twice bowled a 300.
Not bad though. Right.
You're right. Played on Stone Street oil up nails on my alley.
Yeah, it's awful. I got white stuff on me. Actually, did. Okay.
No, sorry, I was waiting for you, but I just got back to Grace talking about peekaboos. I only know one thing that name, I'm sure it can't be that. Raymond, my balls never move. You just wait till that wind comes in, Raymond.
Oh.
Now white stuff.
Yeah, I got it over me.
Raymond, my bowling balls do move though. Jimbo, I nearly missed it with the white stuff all over Grace. Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I suppose you guys get to see when it happens here.
Stephen B. Oh, Grace, you need to see the replay.
Why?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh dear.
Rob just made that long distance record. Anthony, I've bowled for over 30 years and never threw a 300. 299, couple of 298, even a 297, but never the magical 300. Carried a 200 plus average for a few years too.
Oh damn! But that's the thing about America, isn't it, Anthony? It's so much more. Well, you know, you've got PBA Tour and everything. It's more respected. It's more actually used, because I believe even things like, you'll be able to tell me here. So your lanes, when you just go bowling over here, you just get normal bowling balls. Over there, you even get reactive balls that just for public can use. That's what I've heard. I could be wrong.
What's the best price for Rob?
He's priceless.
Simon, seen it all now, ejaculated glue. Mav said 50p out of push, Craig. Never mind letting the air out of your tyres, Mav, I'm slashing them.
Yes, also USA at bowling colleges. Yeah, I actually know someone, we did junior nationals and things, JTE, Junior Team England. She actually now lives out in America, well, most of the time, and she plays over there now. She went over for university, college, and her career in that now is over there. But she started bowling around the time I was, not my league. She was lived different area. Sorry.
Exactly. Best price for what, Craig? Mark. Now says, oh my God, Simon, if you don't get dissed for that, I can slash the price too, Rob. You could do it, but I think Grace is going to slash your tyres, mate.
Why?
for dissing me.
You started it in me with a ruler tonight. You ain't in my good book, mate.
Chris, I used to bowl 200 with a £9 ball.
£9. Okay. So I ended up getting up to 14, and then just before my dad was ill, I was going to move up to 15, but then it all stopped. But 14 was my bowling balls. I had 6 at one point.
Raymond, like, when I had my class ring, the ring was going down the bowling lane. Yep, that'd be late. Recently, Norwich sent 2 youth bowlers to Helsinki to play for youth England team. Sweet. Chris, yeah, Jimbo, I couldn't deal with heavier balls. I know that issue.
Oh dear. I've got a.
Brian, the tornado is great, Alan. Great, you moved there, is that text? Yeah, I'm only thinking I said that either. Aaronville, well, I'm using £14 balls, hard to walk with. I know that feeling.
Yeah. I used to carry 6 of them in one go. And I had like competitions and things. It was silly.
ACDC did a song about it. Anthony Dodge, I threw the heaviest allowed as a £16 as an amateur. I finished 35 in the 1983 PBA Championship.
Huh.
I never qualified to go pro.
Oh, no way. So I believe now you can go up to 18. Rare, but you can get 18s. Well, it might have changed since I've been to a pro shop, but so full for free ball showing around the grade in the floor, making sure the ball is pushed firmly down onto the 3 yellow taps. Oh, we need to think about lighting.
Mark struggling to hear me in the background. I should have put the microphones on.
Yeah, that's true. Would you want me to go and get them?
No, it's okay. Can't use my phone's charging. Raymond Legs, I've only ever had one blue ball. Only one? Now, I think I will just admit this chat has been totally confused. Yeah, you and me both, Matt.
10-pin bowling. Oh yeah, PBA 16. But I have said when I used to go pro shop, I think you could do 18 if you want, but what's the point when you can't play professionally? It's a shame. But like I said, in the UK, it isn't seen or get as much support as it does in the US. That's why Verity moved over there, and she's thriving. Huh? I was just looking at the time, debating it myself.
You've only just started it.
But problem is, that's the only thing, and I'm going to find it harder to concentrate with you not being here. And I don't know, how are we looking, guys? We do still have quite a few in, actually.
Yeah. Don't give up. Just do what you can.
He gave me a kiss. Do you want to sit here for a minute then? I'll go in the other room, and then, because if I'm here for a little while, it's...
I'm going to have to go upstairs.
Oh. Oh, okay. So, obviously, that is the point. I will struggle with comments. I had to stick with £10 balls. My hands couldn't cope with 12. A bit more accurate with it, though. I think I started on a 10. I think because my dad was into bowling, and that's how we started it. I've been on my wish list for years. I need a wee. I'm going to be popping off in a second. Wee. Somebody, get the water going. So, what floor do we need for this? Let's see if it gives us the idea. Building B. Well, where's building A? Huh? Okay, that's confusing. I've only got one card kit. But that's building B in a floor.
I took my game back upstairs.
That's confusing, guys. Just while Rob's here,
Oh.
unless you guys can figure it out. So, this is the grey card, which are the supporters. These are all building B. I haven't got another one, but yet we're doing building A, and it wants a floor support, top and bottom.
Is it not those four?
Well, it says, although the only thing I've noticed with building B is they've got the Ys on. So unless because it's the old kit made slightly different, I'm assuming the blank ones are for building A, but because it's the same kind of process. But the instructions clearly say
No.
building B. Look, building B, building B. I think there's a misprint error, so I'll have to let them know.
Building B lower inner floor, building B upper inner floor, and that says inner floors.
Building B.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So what I think they've done, but if you look, the building B's have got a Y, and then on here,
Which one's building B?
what I've not built yet. This is building A, which I'm putting together. But building A is plain, where building
Yeah,
B have got the Y's on.
There's only an upper and a lower floor on each, so it's only 4 floors.
So that's why I'm
it's-
thinking building
it's a
B.
misprint.
Building B is for Y's and building A's are the blanks, I think.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just gonna nip off for a second. My foot.
Where's that up on there? Don't forget to hit the like button.
Yeah, you put it on there.
Grace? Grace,
Yeah.
could you come and grab this cup, please?
Tripping up over shoes. Your shoes.
Are they when you want it, you moved?
That you then used to go, ah, no, did that, didn't you almost fell then.
Still got you. Go.
I don't trust you. Go away, go away, go away.
I'm trying to sort your mess out.
What mess?
The banners.
You created it.
Right, let's go back to the comments.
You wait till we're in the shed and we've got plenty of room.
Right. Where are we? Glad Grace Newman shows us what to be careful of, like instructions. Grace, when that kit was withdrawn, you can't get it anymore, so telling them won't help. Ah, fair enough. Look the marking on like I know what has a plan. No, I'm just I'm skipping the comments where you're just reading to each other, that's all. I never made a red cent out of bowling, but used to play pool for a 50 quid a frame. Made a few bucks. Your ass crack, Rob. Oh well, you can take your pick, mine or Grace's. Yeah, I know which you choose. I didn't know that there were so many different types of bowling pins and styles. Well, it's all above me. I'm gonna have a sneak peek at this. Because if I turn that the same way as the instructions, that's there, that's there, that's there, that's there. Yeah, that's going to be building A, and then that's building B. Don't know, look at the back of the backing box. It tells you the history of the Delta prototype and where it's based. Well, a lot of great pros at the time. I was a left, so Earl Anthony came down to watch me as they threw a 2-6-4 in the second round. That was cool. This is my vote. I know a few people, maybe not just bowling wise, but other ways, other different things, and they just missed out on the entering the pro side of it, and they weren't overly unhappy because they'd actually got close to it. Where are we? Amazing, great memory. 264 is awesome. Lefty came over because using branded ball the JP Delta. We've really got onto something tonight, haven't we? Talking about bowling. I can't bowl the same in life. Really can't. I've only ever done it once. I didn't do very well. My friend just now bowled a 265, age 67. Sweet. Nice with you going. Mind you, age is just a number. That's what they say. Well, we got 3-star message. Ah, that's why we got 3-star message. Not seen that before. The Deltic and the NRM is the East Coast one. That is all you talking above my head. I don't mean any disrespect about that. Rob, back to Model Railways. How's the wiring going? Yeah, it's all right. I've got to, funny enough, Roger mentioning his windmill. I've got to wire that one back in. I've got to fix the wiring permanently for the rescue helicopter. Do the wiring for the other windmill for the lighting on that one. But the worst part about it is I've now got to face something I've never done before, which is wiring 5 points in and then wiring all the point motors, the CDU, which I am waiting for a return from Rails of Sheffield, and the switches. So yeah, I've got a fair old bit of wiring to do. I do enjoy it though. As long as I do it slowly, hopefully I won't make any mistakes. Jimbo, isn't it amazing how Model Railway chat can also involve many other topics? Just love it. Well, yeah, we don't want to keep it just that. I mean, you can get, and I am not knocking them at all, the ones who are really, really knowledgeable with the stuff like this, with the locos and everything like that. But we're not. So what's the point in us pretending that we understand it? So we'd rather say we don't understand it, but we're happy for you guys to talk about it. I haven't got the book to hand, Greg. Can't look it up. Outcome, Anthony. Quite an honour to them. My granddad was in the Commonwealth Lawn Bowling team for Scotland. Now that's cool. That is cool. Chris, just got a new 37 delivered. Eisteddfod Cenedl in Regional Railways Library. Oh, nice. Feel free to send us a picture of that, Chris. And looking forward to seeing you wiring the point switches and maybe the signals as well. Yes, and I've still got one. I've got a signal to make up, a brass one that works, wiring and everything. And I should do more on these. But to be honest, I'm going to need help wiring at least one lot of points. So I am not going to do that. I'm going to do that off the stream, possibly show the results for it, because I'll need help doing that myself. So I'd rather not do it on a stream, on a video, and all you guys just copy it and do it the wrong way and then come back shouting at me, sort of thing. Everyone will help you up. Yeah, I've no doubt of that. I've no doubt of it, mate. Wiring DCCC. Brian, I'm off to bed. Good night, everyone. The website should be updated between now and the morning. Night, night, Brian. Thank you for staying in, buddy. You look after yourself. Craig, sorry. Yeah, Craig. I'm sure if you give Rob a decent price, he would buy it from you, start over. I can't buy any more locos at the moment. I have run out of space. I've got just enough space now for the APT that I'll be collecting in June. Otherwise, I've got no space. We'll do good morning, Finn. Rob, get the signals to change when you change a point. Again, above my level at the moment, Aaron. It really is. Alan Reynolds. Sorry, Jim, but news to me, but good for you, mate. Mate, Brian. The number code 32552. Do note it's a West Coast version. Sorry, but I was looking at the East Coast version. But again, you know, knowledge like this is absolutely amazing, and I do find it fascinating that people do know these things. And I certainly wouldn't knock it, and I do enjoy the fact that you are chatting to each other about it. Simon Trains, I'm off to bed. Got work tomorrow. Just hope the customers are not this week. Good night, everyone. You take care, Simon. Thanks for joining in, buddy. Craig, we can all donate £2 towards it. Good night, Brian. Good night, Brian. See you, Simon. Night, Brian. I'm wondering when somebody's coming back or if she's fallen in the toilet, actually. One of the guys in my MRC has bought 10 locos in his life, but exactly as many as he needed. Makes my 135 a bit embarrassing. I haven't got that many, but I've got 4 of those. Well, 2 train storage boxes and 2 loco storage. And there's just enough space in there now for the 5 cars that will come with that APT. And I have got things like, that limited edition Mallard that we've got, which will only be run very, very slimly. That's in its own box. I've got a couple of others that are in their own box. But the rest of them are in the storage boxes, but I really haven't got much space at the moment. Rob, have a look at Megapoint controllers, System 2. That's the way I'm going for points and signals, etc. I'm just going to take a picture of that quickly before it disappears. That's it. Just so I can have a look at it. Nokia 32522, Roger. I know what I know. If it's not enough, then I can only know what I don't know. If that's not good enough, then I know Sweet FA. Same as me. Aaron Bill, I would love to set up semaphore signals and locking points on my layout. Well, you and me both, Bab. It's something that I've got across because there's going to be at least 5 points in the TMD, and I do want to do it properly now. Say that again.
I didn't do my hot water. What was that?
Self-defense. That didn't touch me.
It did.
No, it didn't.
Why you shut my door? Chicken. He's shut my door. He's that much of a chicken, guys. It's fine. I will remember. Did I see someone is saying good night? Oh, is Mav saying good night? All the best, Simon. Who's going, guys? Who am I missing? But yeah, Aaron, actually, funny enough, the peekaboo I was talking about, that is the one, the photo I've got of me was shot. I was bowling with a peekaboo at the time. So that's the shot as well. Was with the peekaboo. It's a good bowl. Simon is saying good night. No night, Simon, darling. I have an idea about using this stop points for the signal for the green and the. I'm going to stay online a few minutes to say good night to people. No worries, darling. So let's continue, guys. I notice more people are heading off, so depending how many we've got in, I know we do have a few across the pond though. Depending how many we get in, it is how long I might stay on. Right. But did I see as well they don't actually make this kit anymore? Good morning, Simon. Yeah, I suppose it is. First one in there, Stephen. So good morning, everybody. Right, where does this floor go? It goes under, right. So, oof. Bubble friggles around the grate. So let's go in there. And that goes in. What am I missing out of there? What's that in there? Huh? Okay, these are just as confusing. My first floor is first, fit first, support, make sure it's pushed down to the floor. Right, so I need to fit the floor first and then add the next few bits. I'm on holiday. Right. see how well this goes, guys. So I imagine we've got bits of glazing to put on as well. Because I want you to fit it once it's together. But I think I've done this before where I've actually fit the glazing before. I think. And this is my thinking face. You don't get to see that. So, going for the floor. That's going to go on the supports. That'll fit nicely. So we'll go in with the rocket glue. Oh, that didn't work. The white stuff isn't flowing like it should. Right, let's get this in bits. That line's up there, that line's up there. And then that there. There we go, just give it a bit of a squeeze. I use a Merkits along with DCC. Yeah, as I said, DCC is way out of my working signals. I bought one of those ratio kits and they're mental to build even without wiring to make them work after. So yeah, we're definitely not DCC at this point. Who knows in the future, but definitely not now. So we do have a few bits that are DCC ready. There's some white sauce squirting accuracy, Grace. Well, see, this is why a woman has to be involved for the accuracy, you see. We'll add a little bit of glue there. Let's see if I can squirt this one accurately. Oh, it's a bit bubbly. Like there's something wrong with that. There we go, that's there. I can settle there for a minute. So we need a support, building 8 in a first floor support. I think it's that one. But no, I didn't realise I'd stop this kit. I thought the only thing is tomorrow now I have to try to decide how to design my layout, and not easy as my doorway is causing major problems. I just get rid of the doorway. Well, I need to do something about dinner. Nice chatting and watching with everyone. No, well, it's not the night for you, is it, Anthony? But enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope you enjoy your tea, whatever it may be. The way this is going, I might still be here. Right, so it's got to be that. Right, so I've got to figure out where in here it goes. I think it's about the middle. After first floor is fast, I think that meant fit. First floor, but make sure it's pushed down to the floor. Right, so I'm going to use my tweezers with this for accuracy. So that is going to be our support. I'm off now as well. No worries, Mark, darling. I think a few people are starting to head off, so I might head off myself. I have Grace in one ear and a German on in the other. Guess which one wins the battle? The German, of course. So that does go in the middle. Yeah, no night, Mark. You take care, darling. Roughly in the middle. Doesn't actually say about putting in the middle, but yes, nighty night. Maybe see more Metcalf progress on Saturday. So I can do more Metcalf if people want. Obviously, I've done my glazing. I can maybe get them in their frames off of the live. Happy 10 pinning and modelling. Nanite as well, Aaron, darling. There is that. Now I've got to debate what I'm going to do for lighting as well. What have we got here? I've got 2 sets of 3, but I think that might be a bit of overkill. I've got 4. And I've got lots of 3s, but I think that might be too much for this little building because it's only small with the separate buildings. Guys, I did get rid of the door, but it's at a corner, which means I have to have a lift section, which also means I have to have a curved track at the lift section. Grace, I need you to help with my model boat building. Well, it's fine. Send the tickets and I'll come over. With Rob Caddy's the driver. You sort the accommodation and tickets and we'll be over. Oh, and the cooking the spag bowl. You can't let me come over and not have the spag bowl. I love my pasta, so that's the deal breaker. So, yeah, because the problem is that goes on, so. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting sore now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to call this a night, guys, because there's no point wasting these lights. I think I'm going to call it a night myself anyway, because a lot of people are heading off now. It is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
But also, with the next bit, I don't think there's any point wasting these. We might as well make some 2s up, because I think 3 might be a bit overkill.
Yeah,
Especially top and bottom.
Yeah, I can do some 2s for you tomorrow.
Make a few more 2s up. Because obviously I've got to put the floors in straight away, so
We have plenty of LEDs.
yeah, but I'm thinking there's no point wasting these, is there?
I need painting as well anyway.
Yeah. Plenty of room at Jimbo Towers. As I said, sort the tickets, sort the accommodation, which you've sorted, but got to have the spag bowl. That's got to happen. My drop down was 2. I have the spaghetti bolognese. Is not meat with spaghetti, it's spaghetti with bolognese sauce, and also it's tagliatelle as well, not spaghetti. And I all top stream as always, love you loads. So yeah, I'm gonna head off as well, guys. It's come to that point, I think, that there's no point cutting down LEDs when we can use them for something else. I'm getting tired now, and obviously a lot of people are heading off. We're not even at 15 now, which obviously
Thank you very much to everybody.
we don't do it for that. Yeah, I didn't actually thank patrons, members, gifters, donators, everyone that's involved, our lurkers. But as we know, I'll be up in a minute. As we know, with especially the Metcalf kits, when I'm getting tired, that's when it goes wrong. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night as well. And hopefully on Saturday we can make a bit more way with it. Who knows? So, but I don't think that's putting like the glazing as an update or anything, because obviously you guys know how to glaze now. So, but yeah, I thought they still made this kit. I don't know. The fact that they've got new instructions as well. But if it isn't, I'm glad we got it when we did. I think this one was Rutland as well, actually, to replace the one we had. Like I said, we do have ones we got donated, but to stand the test of time. I can't get it in. Oh, it's getting caught. Bye bye for now. See you all soon. So we will see you guys on Saturday. And obviously the update comes out tomorrow as well. So definitely please give us your comments on that. There's a few things that kind of need your guys' opinions on different equipment and that. So please do let us know. Yeah, good night, good morning. Grace, I was hunting all over online for it yesterday and the day before to show Mark and Lisa. Oh, okay. Maybe they've only just got rid of it then because it's updated instructions. How weird. Unless it's just a thingy issue. I don't know. But yes, guys, I'm going to turn this one off. Leave it on that for the 1 minute warning. Not that there's a lot to really look at. Please keep the nickel line below the belt line. Yep. So I did well with that as well tonight. And then we will see you guys. Oh, as well, if anybody knows, I've got the picnic tables. If anybody, what people have used as the umbrella poles, because that would be interesting to know as well. They're only a little tiny thing to build, but if people could let me know what they use as the poles, that would be handy to know. I'm sure we've got someone that has, like the jump, Timber did like jump things. I might have to speak to them about them. But yes, guys, we're going to head up with Royal Week. I'm not know why is it, guys, no restrictions. What do you mean? No restriction. Are you saying it's a personal one then, Jimbo? Not. I'm confused. Careful, we might spend it to come over and see you. But yes, it is night time. So I'm going to turn this one off, leave it to the other, and then 1 minute warning, guys. So 1 minute one, let me type that. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Didn't want to do that. It's whatever you want, need. Oh, thank you, Jimbo, darling. Might just go into savings at the moment, I think, but that's not a bad thing. I'll put it towards me and Rob. Oh, thank you, man. Saves me typing it out, being an idiot. Right, it's going on mute. Thank you all and good night.